Alphabet soup, alphabet soup. We were duped, man time is moot. Alphabet soup, it's time to poop. Alphabet soup, we were duped, man time is mute. Ooh, 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 ooh. Alphabet soup, it's time to poop. Man time is moot. Ooh, ooh. There's no language intermediary in my head anymore. Alphabet soup, it's time to poop. Sorry, Jenny. Love you, friends, but I gotta go. Bye.
You know, a lot of people seem confused about how to suggest a video for the Drunken Peasants podcast. A lot of people try to tweet them to us. A lot of people send them to Drunken Peasants email box. I'm sorry, but all of that is just wrong, okay? The only place that we look at videos and consider them for the show is if you send them as a private message on the Drunken Peasants Facebook page. And not only should you send us your links there, you should clearly label what they are. Like, here's a news story I think you guys should talk about. Here's a crazy video on YouTube. Here's someone for troll or not a troll. Here's something for a stupid ad segment. Here is me asking you guys a question. And that's where it belongs, in our Facebook inbox, clearly labeled. Because other than that, we ain't gonna pay attention to it, and you've just wasted your time. Sorry to say. Hey guys, if you enjoy the Drunken Peasants podcast, be sure to go to audibletrial.com/Drunken Peasants to get your free audio book. They have books like The God Delusion or Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King, also 150,000 other titles to choose from, so be sure to check that out. It supports the show and you get a free audio book in the process, so what the fuck do you have to lose? Tacos. Do you shop on Amazon.com? Of fucking course you do. You're a human being like anyone else, and you live in the 21st fucking century. So yeah, you're shopping on Amazon.com. But here's a question you need to ask yourself. Why aren't the Drunken Peasants getting a fucking share of that money that I spend on Amazon? Well, we could be. All you have to do is use the Amazon affiliate links provided below in every episode of the Drunken Peasants. Well, at least all the recent ones and all the upcoming ones. Check it out. If you're going to be buying something on Amazon anyway, why not support one of your favorite podcasts? In fact, your favorite podcast overall, let's be honest. Why not support your favorite podcast in the process? If you're going to buy something on Amazon, use the Drunken Peasants Amazon affiliate links so that we can get some of your money. Not just Amazon.
The Drunken Peasants podcast is satirical in nature, and while we do occasionally delve into serious issues and discussions, our primary purpose is to entertain and amuse. In other words, don't take this shit too seriously.
Coming to you live from the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants Podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Suck it!
There are starving children in the world, right?
Show me a child. Show me some empirical evidence it's happened. Yes, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
What the fuck is going on?
Nothing, TJ. You're garbage. You're garbage, TJ.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, where we DP the fuck out of the news.
You're nothing, TJ. You're garbage.
You know, it was gold at one point, Scotty.
Fuck you, TJ.
You know, it's run its course.
No, it hasn't.
Oh.
It'll never run its
It's
course.
gotten old, Scotty. You're out of
TJ,
material, Scotty.
It's gonna run wild, TJ. It's gonna run to the end of time.
You're like Jimmy Buffett. You think you could just tour forever on one fucking hit,
Damn
Scotty.
right. I'm a tour on garbage, dude. I'm gonna fucking show up and be like, TJ's garbage. Do TJ's garbage again.
Good point. Intro.
Smoke weed every day. Smoke pan every day instead.
Smoke pan every day.
Yeah, so Scotty's back this time.
Yeah.
I'm back.
His master.
I'm back
let
in
him
the
come
saddle
here.
again. What? My master?
Or your mistress, I should say.
Mistress, may I go to the podcast?
Scotty literally... I told Scotty today, like, hey, Scotty, you want to come check out the new Doom trailer? And his first words out of his mouth were, Monica, can I go check out the new Doom trailer? I'm like, wait, who's the submissive one here again?
No, that's not what happened, actually. What happened was I'm going to check out the new Doom trailer.
You asked.
No, I did not.
You
That's
asked,
a lie.
Bitch.
I didn't ask shit.
Hashtag Scotty asked.
Bullshit. Hashtag TJ has to lie because he has a small fucking penis.
It's all true.
I'm glad we're getting off to a good start here today.
You're a fucking pile of shit.
So yesterday we went to Money in the Bank, the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and TJ was actually seen. TJ and Scotty were both seen.
Yeah, we were seen.
Ironically enough, I was at the concession stand.
Yeah,
when that happened.
I was like, "Where's Ben?" It's like he's gone. He went to go get a fucking snack.
Yeah,
we did see Ben on the jumbotron though.
Ben's
no, that wasn't me.
Ben's
that wasn't me. That wasn't me. I was not there.
Ben was not even
there.
Okay,
Ben
so
was playing backgammon.
He was there, but he was running around naked, so he probably wasn't next to us.
There was the most annoying little shit sitting behind me.
Dana!
If you guys, you know how Ben's had a worse temper lately, right? You guys.
Oh, fuck you.
Ben's so controlling too, TJ.
Well, you know, and he's very, he's mean.
Yeah.
And he's always using the word rebutted inappropriately too.
Yeah. She is not going to rebut you, Ben.
Sounds erotic. No, but yeah, there was this annoying shit behind Ben. I kind of, he was annoying even to me. I couldn't hear him as well. But Ben,
he was literally right behind me.
He was kicking Ben's seat like crazy.
Ben, you had the most like frustrated look on your face.
Well, it wasn't that he was cheering for Cena. I mean, he was, but he was cheering for people I like too. He just, every time nothing was going on, you know, like the crowd sitting there quiet, he's like, whoa, 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 yeah, 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 like that. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
dude, it was incoherent too. Me and Ben were like just sitting there looking at each other, and he's like, Cena!
Cena!
We're like, whoa.
And he's probably like a 7-year-old kid, and just imagine like the most rancid fucking sounding voice you could ever imagine.
We can't even imitate it. It's so bad. Like,
yeah.
I was even trying to, like, is there a way to do it? It's like my voice is not screechy enough.
I have some videos from the show, and you can hear him behind me screaming.
Really?
I'm gonna have to put those in the next show.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it is fucking like. I just wanted to fucking backhand him. His parents
weak-willed the shit.
His parents were like, "Calm down, son," and he's like, "No."
Yeah,
it's like, okay, and I'm like, "Oh, now the dad's gonna show him who's boss." The dad's just like, please. It's like my dad wouldn't have. If I would have been like, "No," my dad would have been like, "All right, guess we're going home then." He would have like grabbed me by my shoulder and yanked me the fuck out of there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get that either. Like, if these parents are so like weak-willed, they talk to their kids like animals. Sweetie, can you please not destroy mommy's jewelry?
It's like Cartman.
Yeah, man, fuck you.
It's like Cartman's mom, basically. Cartman's mom is so nice to him and gives him whatever he wants, and he just like treats her like a piece of shit and does whatever the fuck he wants to do.
I had a friend like that when I was in school. I had a friend who basically, like, his mom was, like, so enabling that he just, like, walked on her like a doormat. He'd even call her, like, bitch and shit.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
TJ was friends with this kid named Nick, and, like, basically his mom was, like, it was like, unbelievable, because, like, Nick's like, watch what I can do. Bitch, go get me a sandwich. Okay, Nick. Shut up, bitch.
Wow.
And like it was funny because Nick's dad was like Nick was like a 180 because when he was with his dad.
Oh, they were separated.
Yeah,
that's why.
His dad was like the biggest fucking hard ass. It was so weird seeing Nick around his dad. Like, the few times it happens, like, yes sir, I'm gonna go right away now and do that. Like, damn right you will, boy.
My parents never had to beat me because I was usually a well-behaved kid. But if I would have called my mom a bitch and told her to make me a sandwich, I probably would have been eating through a straw at that point. Like, I don't know. The thought of saying something like that never crossed my mind, honestly. The worst it ever got for me is like I'd be mad at them, they'd leave the room, and I'd like give them the finger after they left or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
fuck you, mom and dad.
Yeah, I would never actually say it to them or anything like that. Fuck, that's just craziness. We were going to talk about...
Scotty would, but he would get his ass beat for it.
Do you know what? When we were talking about our vacation, we were talking about Amsterdam. We left out a few things. Late at night, when you were walking around in the De Vallen neighborhood, there'd be guys like standing on the street trying to sell drugs that were probably fake to just like anyone walking down the street, but they wouldn't make eye contact with you. They'd try to make it sound like they're talking to themselves. And there was this one that me and Scotty both noticed. He was like, sniff, sniff cocaine.
Yeah.
So we said that for like the rest of the trip.
Sniff, sniff cocaine.
Sniff, sniff cocaine.
Cocaine. I wasn't there.
No. TJ was tad. Oh, no. Sorry, TJ. Can't insult you. You're sensitive.
Right.
The poor TJ.
Yeah.
There's another TJ.
Leave TJ alone.
The TJ Sympathy Podcast.
Leave TJ alone.
Today TJ got up at 2 p.m., not 2:30. Oh God, poor TJ.
TJ needs his required 26 hours a day of sleep.
You don't get that much sleep. You fucking stay up super late.
Yeah, I stay up till like 9 in the morning and then sleep.
Yeah, so you don't. It's not that you're sleeping in to make sure you get enough sleep.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, well, it is because I have to sleep until that. I could just like go to sleep at like 6 a.m. and wake up at 9 or something, but I ain't doing that. It sounds horrible.
Why? Like, you create this false situation where it's like, I can only go to bed and get up during these really super early or super late hours.
I much prefer to be awake at night than during the day.
Yeah. So
and why? Can we have the reasons?
I just always been that way.
Oh,
wired.
That's just how I've been.
That's just how I
you know
roll,
what?
Ben.
You know what, TJ? I believe in Jesus because that's just how it's always been. That argument makes sense to you, right?
No.
No?
But that's a belief. This is just a preference. There's a very different scale.
Can you tell me why it's preferential to you then?
Because I like the dark.
Oh,
I like
look.
the night. I am a creature of the night.
Okay, you sleep in a fucking
on TJ.
Yeah. You sleep in a fucking basement. TJ. You sleep in a fucking basement, so it's dark no matter what time it is, right?
My basement is pretty bright.
Bullshit, TJ.
Yeah,
I have a shit ton. No,
bullshit.
What are you talking about? I have a shit ton of lights down there. There's like a million lights.
I've been down there. It's like pitch fucking black when the lights are off.
Right, but I usually have the lights on.
No, you don't.
Why would you have the lights on if you like the dark?
Because I like man-made light against the darkness of the night.
Okay. You're so full of shit. It's Ben being me to TJ again. Oh no.
Yeah, the people in the subreddit are going crazy.
Yep.
I put you
Let TJ be a night owl. Some people are fucking that way. Look at these scientific studies.
TJ apologists.
Yeah, there are TJ apologists.
There actually are people that are just more inclined to be awake at night. So, fuck you, bitch.
It's not even night anymore when you're awake. It's fucking the early morning.
Yeah, but then I go to sleep.
No, you go to sleep like hours after the sun is already risen.
Yeah.
Then like if you stayed up till like 6 a.m. and like, okay, the sun's coming up.
Well, that's usually about when I stay up, 5 or 6.
I don't know about that. Are we going to talk about any more of the trip and get that out of the way?
What else do we do?
Well,
where did we go next?
We went to Paris next. Yeah.
French are assholes. Done.
The French are assholes? I don't know.
French.
The French.
I wouldn't paint it with such a broad brush.
I do, because I'm me.
Okay.
And that Italian guy that we met agreed with me, so...
Okay.
That proves I'm right.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, yeah, the Italian TJ.
Yeah. but we'll talk about him later. So, you don't have anything else? Well, we could talk about the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, TJ was scared shitless to go
Yeah,
up
it's
it.
funny. Like, I kept walking up behind him and, like, pushing him from behind. He's like, stop it. And there's...
This is not funny.
Yeah,
I get vertigo.
But there's literally no way you could have fallen off.
It doesn't... Well, it just makes me dizzy.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah, you were dizzy. Come on.
Oh, stop being mean to TJ, Scotty.
Yeah.
Stop being mean to him.
Stop.
He's a pussy. He needs to be defended.
Stop, drop, and roll.
I'll tell you what, though. Advice to anyone that goes there, if they actually want to do the Eiffel Tower, just, like, do the skip the line thing, because the line was fucking crazy without that. Like, we bought a pass to skip the line. It was easily worth it.
On the elevator all the way up to the top, anytime the elevator made a noise, I was like, TJ, was that supposed to happen? What's that weird noise?
Is it safe? And when you go up to the very top, like, that's really high up, so TJ was getting, you could tell, getting nervous. It's like, how high is it going to go? Is this normal?
You never said that.
No, I mean, like, we were saying that kind of shit to you.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we would have shot out of the top of it like Willy Wonka. Like,
yeah.
Not too much actually happened in Paris aside from us going to...
We went to Nice and laid around.
Well, that's not Paris.
But
in Paris...
clump them together because they're both France.
Yeah, the main thing we saw in Paris was the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre.
And the Louvre, yeah. And we went around and ate
Oh, yeah, there was
cafes.
a bunch of statues that had, like, really good-looking butts on them, and I took pictures. And Ben was like, why are you taking pictures of all the statues' butts? I'm like, I don't know, I like them. It's very nice to me.
Yeah.
You know, why would the sculptor have made them so beautiful if I wasn't supposed to admire them?
And there was one day we went out and like drank a lot, and then we went back to the room, and I had these beers that Blood Axe gave us in Amsterdam.
He's the one that gave me this hat too.
Yeah, so it's not an American hat, everyone. That's
everyone's always telling me this is an American hat. Let me tell you this hat's fucking credentials. This is an Australian-style hat given to me by a man of, I don't know, Iranian ethnicity or whatever the fuck their people are.
Persian
ethnicity, who was living in Norway, and it was given to me in fucking Amsterdam, so there's nothing even fucking remotely American about this fucking hat. So
looks awfully American to me.
Fuck you, bitch. You don't know.
I don't want to fuck you.
It took us a while. It took us a while to get used to, you know, the way things work in cafes in Paris.
Yeah, you gotta fucking be patient.
Yeah, you have to be patient and, you know,
and forthright.
Exactly.
But not like demanding at the same time, you know?
Oh, and I didn't finish the story. We went back to the hotel room. We drank this beer that was like 15%, and like I drank like half of the bottle and then just like vomited everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I made it to the toilet and everything. I didn't sit on
No, it was in the middle of the room.
Whatever, dude. You're the one that sat on the toilet and vomited all over the floor.
Yeah, I did.
TJ and Ben were generally drunk during the trip.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I would say like generally drunk at night. How about that?
I wouldn't say that.
No.
Oh yeah, fucking right.
I would say
every other night you guys were like,
no.
Yeah.
How would you know?
I would say
because you guys were telling me the next day like we were fucking trash.
No. Well, I would say, hold on. I would say me and Ben had like during that trip, which lasted
3 weeks. I would say we were drunk the minority of the night.
I would say 5 times we were true and well and truly drunk.
Maybe you drank every night.
Might have drank a little here and there between, but there was only like 5 occasions where we fucking got like hammered and shit.
Yeah.
But those were all fun.
Yeah.
Of like 20 days, so at least 1/3 of the trip you guys...
It's a 4th, actually. Stupid.
Well, I was thinking... Okay, yeah, you actually are right.
Yeah.
So basically, like... Well,
I usually am, Scotty.
I don't buy your narrative of 5 nights unless you mean actually hammered, because you guys drank pretty much every night.
Yeah, but drinking doesn't make you drunk.
Right, you know, maybe a little buzz.
Yeah.
That's about all.
I think you guys were drunk more than that.
No.
Nah.
I think they were drunk every night.
We really weren't. Man.
Every night?
They were drunk every night.
He's fucking bullshitting now.
Yeah. How would he know? He had to go to sleep.
Yeah?
I'm tired. I mean, like, Monica said I'm tired, so, you know.
I gotta be tired now. Oh, I gotta tell this story again on the air because I thought we were recording earlier. Earlier, I told Scotty, like, hey, Scotty, have you seen the new Doom trailer? Because Scotty's a big fan of Doom. And he's like, the first words out of his fucking mouth, I shit you not, were to Monica, where he's like...
This is not true, by the way.
Monica, can I go watch the new Doom trailer?
That's not what happened.
The most meek, timid voice possible.
That's not what happened. I told Monica I was going to go watch the fucking Doom trailer.
Yo, you told her.
I did.
In Scotty's version, he was holding a steak in one of his hands and just ripping meat off it like, woman's eyes are going downstairs to watch me the Doom trailer, and if you got a problem with it, I'll feed you a knuckle sandwich. Right, Scotty?
No.
That's how it went.
That's not how it went.
Okay.
You know, TJ, it's kind of funny. You used to make fun of, like, vegetarians and vegans, and now,
Yep.
like, you're a vegetarian.
That's true.
You want some meat, TJ?
Isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
I remember TJ was trying to tell me he thinks eggs were, like, I think eggs are still good for you. And I'm like, no, they're not, TJ. I'm pretty sure they are. It's like, they're not, TJ.
I could find fucking studies that agree with me.
Oh, you can find studies.
Yeah, you
yeah,
can find
funded by
studies.
the American dairy industry and fucking egg industry.
Mm-hmm. You're just buying into all that hippy-dippy bullshit.
I would say there are nutritional benefits to eggs, and then there are also drawbacks to them as
The
well.
drawbacks are they're full of cholesterol.
Okay, you're cholesterol. There's not even any proof that cholesterol is fucking bad. All right, so
that's not true.
That is true.
That's not true.
I've read several articles.
You've read several articles.
Yeah, that's all you've done. You've read your articles.
No,
I've read mine, bitch.
I actually have studies. I'll send you.
I have studies.
I picture Scotty sitting down at the computer and Googling cholesterol is bad and being like, here's my articles. And TJ going, cholesterol isn't really bad. And it's all his articles.
That's pretty much what I was going to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
My Google foo versus your Google foo. Who will prevail?
I promised I'd bring on some people from the IRC chat here.
The what now?
They're the admins for the IRC chat, which is linked below.
What a bunch of quarters.
Fuck them.
Bunch of quarters.
Bunch of quirrs. How many people are they?
2 of them.
2.
And one of them is the unfunny comedian.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the unfunny comedian.
Why didn't we use that in the promo for this show?
I don't know. I'm an idiot.
We can still revise it. There's still time.
Oh my god, I would have told everybody.
And I think they're here now.
I don't think they are.
Oh, I'm here.
Who are you?
It is the unfunny comedian, TJ.
All right.
Try to contain yourself.
I'm trying.
I know he's a big celebrity.
TJ has an erection right now. One guy's still loading.
I brought you guys on because you guys are running the IRC, and I was wondering, like, for the people that haven't gone to it yet and aren't sure what to expect, can you let them know what to expect? Maybe.
Never-ending shit posting.
Giant cocks everywhere.
That's what it sounds like.
People
dude.
just non-stop posting pictures of cock. That's all that's there.
I think that's you.
Yeah.
That's you doing that.
That's me. I've created several bots that just post cock pics in there all day, so.
You should.
That was my contribution to the IRC.
Are you thankful for that?
No.
No?
We do enough of that on our own.
Okay.
Yeah, but yours doesn't have the je ne sais quoi, the style.
So how's the random inebriated discussion show going?
I'd say better than it was.
Better than it was. Well, that's, I mean, like, it would almost
That's pretty
have
low
to be,
standard,
right, you
yeah,
know?
but that's good. I'm glad to hear it's
That's
improved.
like the shit smelled better on day 3 than it did on day 2. Not quite as strong.
Not as many flies today.
So why'd you jack our shit, brah?
Why not?
That's a fair enough answer.
Yeah.
I can't really argue with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the logic's impeccable. I'm not. You got served, TJ.
Yeah.
You got
I didn't
fucking
expect
served.
you to be so easily defeated.
Yeah,
TJ.
you got fucking served, dude.
Well, I thought he was gonna have some kind of lame
This guy is
objection.
gonna fucking kick your ass,
Well,
TJ.
He did at first, but I think now
He's getting more savvy.
Now he's just like, yeah, I did it. Before he's like, no, I came up with this idea.
I never said that I came up with the idea, but I was trying to save face at first.
Yeah. You don't have a good enough face to save, bitch.
Oh.
That's true.
See? He likes the abuse.
His strategy's now just like, I agree.
Whenever I'm mean to him, he smiles like, ooh, yeah.
I think he
spank you,
likes it.
daddy.
Come
I think
over
he
later,
likes it.
TJ.
I like the abuse, daddy.
Come over later.
Who's the V that's not talking? Or that's a pyramid with a sun over it. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Miles.
Is that even a person, or is it
Yeah,
just
it's
like
Miles.
Miles. Say things, Miles.
You're here, Miles. Say something.
It's the Stargate symbol. Hey, I thought your dad wrote Stargate. Shouldn't you know?
I never said he wrote Stargate. I just said that they jacked his shit, much like the random inebriated faggots did from us.
That was the perfect setup, man.
Random inebriated faggot.
Well, it's not untrue, so.
Yeah. You guys stole our shit. But that's okay. Everyone's stealing our shit because we're the best. But you guys will never... It's like you guys are always going to be GoBots, and we're the Transformers. You guys are all going to be Digimon, and we're going to be fucking Pokemon. We're going to live forever. You guys are going to fucking be forgotten 10 years from now.
You guys are like a 2003 cartoon that
We're
no
gods.
one remembers.
We're fucking gods, bitch!
You remembered it, though, TJ.
When you pray, you pray to me!
Digimon lives, TJ! In your heart and soul.
Digimon, digital monsters.
Digimon are the champions.
I didn't know we were going that far with it.
We did. We went there.
You did. I stopped.
We ran that marathon, TJ. 26.2 miles.
I had restraint. That's about all the Digimon
You're
songs
fucking
worth it
shit.
anyway. You can sing the whole Pokemon song.
So what you got coming up on the
chat?
Yeah.
The chat.
Der Chatson.
Sometimes I go in there and there are people there like constantly.
Well, yeah, it's a 24/7 thing.
Can you believe that shit?
Yeah.
One call just dropped, so
Good.
Miles is dead.
I think he might be back.
He's dead.
He's garbage.
He's always dead.
He's dead. He's dead inside if he's even still alive. So it doesn't matter. He's fucking busy masturbating to pictures of you, TJ. Come on, man.
You know...
He's busy. He's fucking busy.
Once you... Yeah. Hey.
TJ, you exist.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing okay.
God, these guys just like blowing me fucking away with your charisma and shit. Well, I can't, like, how did your podcast fail? It's just like...
Well, Miles isn't on
I know,
the
but like, I'm just
on the
I'm
podcast.
talking to the unfunny comedian.
Okay, you're talking to the unfunny.
He said he was part of the podcast.
Oh.
Was he?
Me? No, I'm not.
No. Yeah, you're
No, we're
shit.
saying you're not. We're saying you're not.
You make, like, the unfunny comedian have charisma by comparison. It's really sad.
I'm charismatic as shit. Fuck you.
Yeah,
No,
there
you're
you
not.
go. You got a little bit there.
I think you're what we call
You
delusional.
fucking, you know what you got? You went from 0% to 5%.
Zero?
You get that other 95% and you got something.
Call me, kid. Get the 95%. You call me.
You know, I don't have a hat to compliment it. So.
Yeah, you know, you gotta.
Yeah, that's your problem, dude.
You gotta
need a
get a
fucking
hat. You gotta be really obnoxious, and you gotta just like yell your opinions forcefully.
You need
at
a more
people.
obnoxious outfit too.
And you just gotta be a fucking dickwad to everybody, and then you got it. That's where you need to go.
I'll try
if you
that.
wanna,
We'll
if
see
you
how
wanna
that-
be my clone, that's what you gotta. And you gotta grow out your hair.
Grow
and you
a
gotta
beard, too.
fucking, you know.
If I grow out my hair, it'll end up as an afro. So let's not do
Do
that.
it. No, fuck it. Do it.
Yeah, you need that.
And put
dude.
like stupid shit in it too. Put stupid shit in the afro.
Yeah, I'll put a comb in it right on the top.
Cover up for your lack of personality with an outrageous hairdo. People have done
And
this
style,
for years.
yes. You need to like have a crazy style. That's gonna save the podcast. Listen to TJ.
TJ,
Get your 95%. Get your 95%. You call me.
You're 5% there. You just need to go the other 95%. And when you get there, call me.
And I understand
some
you guys over at RDP you have a Patreon. How's that doing?
$6 a month.
$6 billion a month.
Not even that. We don't even really push it anymore.
Yeah, so sad. I don't think that clip was loud enough.
Yeah,
man.
it sucks.
You gotta. Can you boost it?
Yeah, I think so.
Hold on. We have a derisive clip to play.
Derisive clip. All right.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, here it is.
You'll like it.
0.0.
Yeah. We stole that from Howard Stern.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
So we're not above thievery either.
Yeah.
Cool.
0.0.
Actually, it's from Animal House.
Yeah, but Howard Stern was using it to troll that little midget that one time.
Yep.
Who's now?
Why do I
dead,
need to say?
think.
You don't really need to say little midget, do you?
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
No, you don't.
It's really kind of redundant. Well, this segment sucks.
Yeah.
You suck. You suck dicks. What are you to judge what sucks?
Get out of here. I don't know.
I'm the arbiter of awesomeness, and you failed, sir.
Yeah,
I banish you from my kingdom.
You wanted to come on the show, Unfunny. You're on the fucking show now. Now do something.
Yeah, do something.
Do a fucking trick or something. Do something entertaining.
We suck. Okay, do something.
Yeah,
go ahead.
fucking do it.
Truffle shuffle. How about that?
Do it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, fine. Go ahead.
Anything. Something.
Oh, God.
You gotta take your shirt off. It's not working. There you go.
Oh, God.
See? We got something at least.
This is like torture for our audience. Our audience fucking hates us now. They're like, fuck, let's kill Ben.
.0.
Is that what you give it, Ben?
Yeah.
That's your rating?
0.0.
Don't you think it's better than him just sitting there at least?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's kind of like every episode of the Random Discussions podcast.
Yeah, he just sits there.
Sits there and dances.
You should do that. That should be the fucking intro of Random Discussions podcast.
Yeah, you guys can play like a hard rock music, and then instead of like playing clips from the show that are interesting, you can just like play clips of you guys sitting there. And people be like, whoa, on this show they sit around. It's fucking
on this episode
hardcore.
They sit around to a hard rock soundtrack.
One time, like, G-Man was on.
Was G-Man on the show?
We tried to get him on, but he's too cool for us.
G-Man turned you guys down.
Well, no, I never got any response. He's a fucking hard-ass
He turned you down.
No,
yes, he did. No, he didn't. He just never came on. Okay, if he ignores you, that's turning you down too.
Well, that's true.
G-Man's like, yeah, this ain't worth my time. G-Man, let's think about this. A man who will literally go on the streets and preach to a crowd of no one still refused to come on your show.
To a crowd of no one.
You hurt his feelings now, TJ.
I'm sorry. It's okay. He'll be all right.
Yeah, I'll be.
He'll use this
He's gonna
to
fucking kill
inspire
himself now,
to become a
TJ.
better person.
Or he's gonna kill you. One of the two. Maybe both.
Bring that older guy with the beard and the really loud voice back on your show.
On my show? Well, I don't even know if that's possible. He's in England now, so.
Oh, what a piece of shit.
Fucking asshole.
I'm gonna fuck your ass, and then you're gonna be humbled.
Well, everybody, if this is the kind of riveting entertainment you enjoy, be sure to check out that podcast.
Go to the IRC, though.
But the main thing we're promoting here is our IRC.
Yeah.
A more worthy
run by these two gentlemen.
A more worthy use of the comedian's time.
I told him he could run a podcast where he just talks about our show all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drunken Peasants Light.
Yes.
It can be
He's
like
I'll do it.
It'll be like the Baywatch Nights.
I don't even know what that is.
Baywatch Nights.
Yeah. It was a very bad, failed Baywatch spinoff where...
No, this is actually a real show.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
it was like a spin-off of Baywatch. It's like Baywatch, only it's at night.
But there's not even any bikinis or running or anything to make Baywatch popular. It was like a bad detective show.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Sounds
awful.
So it lost. A good idea.
Somebody thought it was.
How much coke did they have to do
to
fucking think that was a good idea?
A lot, maybe.
Coke.
Yeah.
Probably just the creator of the show had fucking sway and is like, let me swing this into another show. It's like, the show doesn't have tits or ass. No one cares. That's why anyone watch Baywatch to begin with. 13-year-olds.
It should have taken place in a strip club. Then there could have been tits.
Yeah, it would have worked.
Then it would have been a hit.
Yeah.
Baywatch Nights. Two detectives who work out of a strip club solve crimes.
Is that it?
Yep.
Out of a strip club?
Yeah, they work out of a strip club. No, they don't in the show. I'm saying that's what they should have done.
That's what they should have done.
Because as it was, there was not nearly enough TNA to keep the Baywatch crowd actually interested in watching it. But if there were strippers, you know, they have to be like PG-13-ish television strippers.
Yeah, who are somehow fully clothed. Yeah.
Yeah, they just dance around in bikinis for some reason.
Fully clothed strippers. Oh, yeah. It's like an ABC strippers. Oh, actually, it was on USA or something, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember what channel Baywatch was on. Something like that. It was on like some crappy cable.
Who even cares?
Who even cares?
You probably did when you were 13, TJ.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sure I caught TJ. I think TJ probably watched that shit before.
Maybe occasionally you stop if you fucking happen to land on.
Oh yeah, whatever, TJ. Whatever, man. You watched it.
I'm gonna run down the beach now, dude.
I can imagine.
Save
Yeah.
that life.
TJ running down the beach in slow motion.
Why would you want to?
Because it's a glorious image.
No, that's actually the exact opposite of what it is. Maybe it is to you. I mean,
no, it's a glorious image.
No, it's not. You're an idiot. I'll slap you upside your head.
There's one thing.
I would enjoy that.
There's one thing
Yeah, you
Unfunny
would,
Comedian took exception to that
What?
you said, TJ.
Eh?
You said he's basically like a copy of you, like he's like a wannabe.
Yep.
You believe that, TJ? He's a wannabe?
No. TJ, yeah. TJ believes that Unfunny's a wannabe of him, and Unfunny said that's not true.
I don't think it is true.
So why not?
Yeah, give us your reasons.
I mean, like I grew up watching TJ in my developmental years, and my most, he was easily the most influential person in my life. But I don't.
This is not making your case well.
I know he's easily the most influential person in your life.
We said convince us otherwise, not sell us the very idea.
Hold on. Does that mean you could say the same, TJ, about Marilyn Manson, about yourself? Does that mean that you are a wannabe Marilyn Manson?
Yes! I want to be Marilyn Manson and I want to be George Carlin. Those two people that I want to be. That's everything I've ever fucking aspired to.
So there you go.
I guess I'm a wannabe.
Yeah.
Wow.
See?
That was easy.
You always knew it in your heart the whole time. But you will never be as great as I.
I'm okay with being second.
Yeah.
You're
not even second.
Yeah, I don't know.
Awkward silence.
There's better
sure.
wannabes than you, really.
Yeah.
You're not even the best of the
Well,
wannabes.
Repsion is second, so I guess I'm okay with being
We
third.
saw more convincing clones of TJ in the 2 meetups that we had.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think Miles had a question. Go ahead, Miles.
Go ahead.
I was curious, TJ.
I'm going to call you Tails, though.
Oh, God damn it. I feel like I'm back in junior high.
Yep.
What were you doing at 18 on YouTube?
What was I doing at 18? Your mom, bitch. Yeah, damn right.
That's a good one, TJ.
It was.
Yeah,
How'd you come up with that, dude?
I don't know. It really is. I'm slapping my knee right now.
Reference.
Yeah.
But really, what were you doing at 18?
I don't fucking
hard.
It's a fucking mystery.
I don't fucking know.
It's a mystery of
Why
time
are
and
you
space.
so hard on Unfunny about this shit?
Why am I so hard on what?
Oh.
Because he makes me hard.
He makes TJ hard.
Oh.
Yeah.
The feeling is not reciprocated. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey.
That's too bad, TJ. Sorry, man.
Little rectangle, triangle guy. Triangle person. Tails.
Tails.
Yes.
What was your question again?
So why are you so hard on him?
Why am I so
TJ?
Is your question what I was doing at 18 or why I'm so hard on him?
It's not like he's a fucking libertarian like you were at 18.
Yeah. It was the thing to do at the time, man.
I thought it was lame.
I'm just saying.
You weren't 18 at the time, though, Ben.
No, I was older, but I was like, oh, respectometer for TJ's going down. I'm a libertarian, but I live in my dad's house.
What were you doing when you were 18, Ben? Did you say you were a part of the Communist Party or something?
Yeah.
Oh, no. That was like 16, 17 years old.
That's 1 year off. That's 1 year off. Yeah, that's pretty close.
Hey, I'm giving him a hard time so he can grow and mature as a fucking person, bitch.
You know, I've told
like
you
I have, clearly.
And
yeah, I don't think it's worked, TJ.
It works.
No, you're just a faggot.
Yeah, see? See, he's maturing already.
Unfunny, why be so hard on TJ,
Look at the kind of adult language he's already using.
Everyone's being hard on TJ lately.
Yeah.
Poor TJ. The TJ apologists will be out of the fucking woodwork.
Yeah, they do that.
Poor TJ. Can't get on by 5 people.
Maybe
500 people.
My apologists are just fair-minded people who are tired of seeing you guys shit on me.
Retards.
I'm a nice person. I'm kind to every fucking stranger I meet.
No, you're not at all.
Ah, you liar! You defame my
You're
character.
An uncouth asshole.
He defames my character publicly on the show. Sickening.
He only likes his fans like at meetups apparently because he was like, "Where have you been all my life?
Yeah.
Check after these fans."
It's funny because when we normally on the show when we argue we're just fucking around, but in private when we're arguing and we actually get into like a real argument, TJ will go online and ask all of his adoring fans if he's right, and then of course it's like, yes, we agree with you.
TJ's right. TJ's right. Better Scotty, idiot. Stay on your nothing.
That's possibly the most pathetic thing I've ever heard.
It is.
It really is.
You're so, man, I like Unfunny even better now.
I just want to know what the general consensus is on this.
Oh, whatever.
There's no general
consensus
when you ask people that follow you on Facebook.
It's not like I say like you guys have to agree with me or something. I just want to know other people's opinions.
Oh, whatever, TJ.
Trying to broaden my perspective.
Echo chamber.
Trying to broaden my perspective.
Echo chamber. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You guys are just mad you ain't got no adoring fans like me.
I think since we have them here, before we let them go, we'll let them play.
Troll or not a troll?
All right, let's see.
Take a look. It's in a book.
Here we go. Troll or not a troll? Yell it out when you think you know the answer.
Hey there, YouTube. Stu here. Back again with another video. Today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing California Pizza Kitchen. Limited edition spicy chipotle chicken.
Give me a fucking
crispy
break,
thin crust.
man. Oh,
Says
whatever.
Right there. As you can see,
I think this is a troll.
You say troll?
I don't know yet. This is a troll, probably.
And I'm just gonna say that pizza is really damn good. I endorse it.
I hate California Pizza Kitchen.
I don't know yet. I want to watch more.
I don't trust Scotty's pizza opinion because Scotty likes unorthodox pizza.
Yeah.
I like wood-fired pizza. You're saying you don't like it like true Italian
We're talking about your
pizza?
fucking
toppings?
choices.
Well, that's
Yeah.
different. I know a good pizza from a shitty pizza, though. I'm not even talking about the toppings specifically anyways. I'm talking about California Pizza Kitchen in general.
So there's three of us, and we're ordering a pizza, and Scotty wants half the pizza covered with the toppings he wants.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
That sounds pretty fair to me.
And then me and TJ share.
Yeah, me and Ben are just supposed to have like fourths of the pizza.
Yeah, sounds good. What's wrong with that?
And it's like, just order your own separate pizza, and then me and Ben will do half.
All right, fine.
No.
All right, fine. Next time we'll also order two.
Be more
mediums.
expensive.
It will actually will be more expensive.
It'd be more expensive.
It is more expensive.
It's easier to just give me a bigger share.
Makes sense.
Anyway, troll.
I don't know yet. I need to see more. I want to see what
He's
he
a
says.
fucking troll, TJ.
Focus. Is that gonna focus for me? Focus.
Troll.
Yeah,
Focus.
I'm a
Troll. This is a
Troll.
fucking troll. Come on, TJ.
Troll.
Come on, TJ. This is a fucking troll, dude.
I don't think that's a troll. Honestly.
Is this the
Oh, whatever. Oh, okay.
Troll.
You don't think it's a troll? You
Why
think
not?
You think he's reviewing the pizza?
This guy, he gives off an autistic vibe. Honestly, he really does.
So does TJ.
That's true.
I can't judge whether someone has autism or seeing him in a video for a few seconds.
Right.
I don't think so.
Right,
Maybe it's possible.
I think he'd
the
be
sound
a
of his
troll.
voice, the large lips, just the framing of his face.
What?
That doesn't really prove anything.
I didn't know that there were autistic facial features.
I don't think that proves he's autistic.
You got big lips.
Maybe if there was.
No, I mean, if you look at
So you got autism,
Mick
boy.
Jagger's totally autistic, right?
Yeah.
Look at those
Like
luscious
trolls
lips.
never
She's
pretend to be
obviously
autistic.
autistic.
What are you saying, Miles?
Like trolls never pretend to be autistic.
Yeah.
Here we go. Focus. Focus.
Yeah.
Load.
Focus. Okay, yeah, it's focused.
Sounds exactly
Real
like
white.
a
Fucking troll.
I say troll.
Focus.
I say troll.
Focus.
Focus.
Just
Troll kiss.
Cloud focus. Cloud focus.
Motherfucker got big lips. He got the autism.
Autism.
Yeah.
So I think the consensus is troll.
Yes,
Troll.
I say troll.
Say not a troll.
troll.
Oh, unfunny.
Okay,
Come on, dude.
the consensus is troll.
I say unfunny is trolling us right now.
Yeah, I think so.
He doesn't seem quite all.
You trolling, bitch.
You trolling, Negro.
Bitch,
Come
you
on.
trolling.
You trolling.
Yeah, you trolling.
You trolling.
I see that shit.
So it is troll. It's troll all around, dude. Troll. He's trolling. This guy's trolling.
Everyone agrees he's a troll.
Troll, yeah.
Troll. Trollgasm.
All right.
It's a trollgasm.
Anything else you want to say to Unfunny before we let him go? Or Miles?
Smoke pan every day.
Yeah.
That's my advice to you.
Scotty encapsulated it.
Pan sucks.
You're garbage.
You're fucking shit, dude.
You're garbage.
You're fucking shit. Seriously.
I know.
Like, you're
At
just like,
least,
weed
I'm
sucks.
like rose smelling shit. I'm okay. Shit.
No, you're not. You're a fucking all-around garbage.
You're garbage.
In every sense of the word.
Sorry.
You're nothing unfunny, comedian. You're garbage.
You're even worse than TJ garbage.
You made him cry.
Why do you have to be so mean?
Because I'm a bad person.
You know what? Yeah, we're sorry.
assholes.
Actually, to add to that, you're also an ugly crier, too.
Yeah.
Just when we thought it couldn't get any worse.
Yeah. God, he is an ugly crier. Oh, God, he is.
He's all teeth.
he's all tits and teeth.
Tits and teeth. Well.
All right. You know what? I mean, we keep having these awkward silences. It's almost like it's the Random Discussions podcast or something.
Yeah. You've tainted this show with your suck. Be gone.
Be gone, peasants.
All right. Thanks for being on, guys. Go to the IRC, check them out.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem.
Everyone go chat in the IRC and let the unfunny comedian know how bad he sucks.
Oh, God.
Level hate at him.
Yeah. And then he changes it to the unfunny comedian IRC. He's like, fuck the drunken peasants. This is now a chat room. How much they suck.
God, you amateur.
No, he's not like the last moderator.
Yeah.
The crazy conservative guy or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gone.
I guess we'll save that story for another day.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for being on, guys.
Listening, fuck you.
Fuck you, dude.
Fuck you.
You're fucking garbage.
Fuck you. I perform abortions every day.
Perform abortions every day.
Hey, 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 hey. Kill babies every day.
It's even better.
All right. So here's an interesting video from Josh Flintstone.
Some German guy wrote me and said that that's not right.
Oh, it's not.
They said it actually means fire.
Firestone.
Or, yeah, I guess Firestone or just fire. I don't know. They just said fire.
Well, Stein, I believe, means stone.
So it has to be Firestone then, I guess.
Well, that's like tires.
He's a fucking tire, dude.
Which is, he is getting tired, too, so. But let's take a look. What's going on with his hair there?
He is filming this on, what was that camera again?
The Red One.
The Red One.
Look at this amazing HD
portrait
quality.
view. Portrait view on the Red One.
Yeah, his Red One has a shitty portrait view phone resolution mode that he likes to shoot in.
He actually said he was going to buy a Red One or a red camera to shoot his videos.
Yes. I don't know if he said Red One, but he said he was going to buy a red camera with like all.
Why
this
does he
money
need a
raised.
fucking red to shoot YouTube videos?
He said he got a studio and shit too, but we haven't seen the studio, and he's kept shooting
he could
on
buy
his phone.
like a Blackmagic Cinema for like $3,000 and a couple of like.
Well, the fact remains he hasn't bought anything. He's just still shooting his videos on his crummy phone.
Yeah.
Here, so we got a problem. There's a lot of atheists today that believe that we're a result of evolution a result of the Big Bang. And they're always screaming science.
Evolution is not a result of the Big Bang.
I mean, I guess in an ultimate sense.
Ultimately,
well,
but, like,
then you could say everything.
Right,
is.
sure, exactly.
But it's not like the Big Bang happened and then all of a sudden all these different species started popping up everywhere.
Yeah, that's
not how it
that's
happened.
total nonsense.
That's what you guys think, actually.
Josh Feuerstein always has to fucking.
That's what we think?
No, that's what
he basically has to
thinks.
fucking straw man your
That everything is
position.
boom, boom.
It's true.
Or misunderstand it, then attack his idea of what your position is. So it's just typical fucking.
This is a great screen cap right here.
Yeah. Oh man, it really that's gold. If his face was more in focus, it'd be even better.
Yeah, if he had the Red One.
Yeah, you know.
But this will work.
Yeah, his like $25,000 setup looks pretty good.
Feel
guys.
free to just screen cap this and then add whatever caption you'd like. You could even tweet it to Josh here.
It looks like he's
We encourage
constipated. He's trying to fucking drop a deuce, man.
Or he's about to reach his true power level.
Yeah. On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
This isn't even
We should
his
do
fucking...
DPZ.
DPZ.
Drunken Peasants Z.
It's a good idea for a $10 thing.
Can Josh Feuerstein defeat the Amazing Atheist? Find out next time on Josh Feuerstein Defeated.
Science. Here's the problem with that. Do you realize that science itself contradicts the Big Bang? You see, it's called the law of angular momentum. And what it says is that if something were to explode, that everything is going to move in agreement and in accordance with the angle of what it was that exploded. So obviously, if they're saying that we came from the sun and you look at everything that begins to revolve around the sun, wouldn't everything go in the same direction here?
Hold on, he's trying to say the sun is a Big Bang?
I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on at this point.
It seems like he thinks the sun is the Big Bang.
No.
Yeah.
The sun is a star.
I have a different interpretation of what he said. I think he's trying to say that, like, all the planets in the sun should all just be, like, going in the direction at, like, the same speed or something.
I don't know. Let's go a little further.
Let's maybe see what he's...
Here's the problem. Venus and Uranus, among 60 other moons and planets, don't. They actually travel the opposite way. That's a problem with the Big Bang Theory.
Okay,
it contradicts
what
it. Why?
Hold on. What? The fuck are you talking about?
It's not a problem with the Big Bang Theory.
They're
like,
not. What do you mean they're traveling in the opposite direction? They're in an orbit around the sun.
If you even read the controversies about the Big Bang Theory, it has nothing to do with what this guy is talking about, really. Like, maybe some quacks, but I've read a bunch about it, and I've never heard anyone make this argument besides, like, creationists.
Because Uranus is backwards.
Oh, God.
He just wanted to say that. It's
Out of
so obvious.
context, it's just like...
That was intentional. Come on.
That was completely intentional.
In fact, I challenge today every atheist to go and Google Uranus, take a long look at Uranus, and you'll realize that Uranus is backwards. Uranus is wrong. And then you'll come to the understanding that the only Big Bang that happened was God spoke and bang, it happened. That a loving, creating God and Father made us, each individual. And if
Is he like, seriously, is he a troll?
No. He is not a troll.
He just got traction. With, like, he started doing these, and it exploded. Like, his Facebook page, I think, has over 1 million people following him.
The whole Uranus is backwards thing, though. It's just fucking ridiculous.
His audience is filled with idiots.
It's
I mean, come on.
gibberish.
He made us, that means that we have purpose and we have value. So I challenge you to take a moment and share this video. Why? Because there's somebody today that needs to know that, well, they were
Somebody
created.
to know that you're
they were
an
created
idiot.
by God that loves them. So I challenge you to not only share the video, like and comment below if you're not my friend already on Facebook, click my name at the top of the video, and let's be friends. God bless.
I think
Have a
looking
very,
at Josh
very beautiful
Feuerstein's
day.
face makes me less likely to believe evolution than his message. It's like, did people really evolve? Come on, this guy is pretty fucking stupid, you know? How did evolution really work if he's here?
Next we have G-Man. Oh, actually, before we do that, maybe we should talk about the private show coming up here.
Private show.
Yeah, the private show is happening on the 20th at 6 o'clock.
The 20th at 6 o'clock Eastern Time.
And I believe that the hangout is happening the same day at like 4.
Correct.
Yes.
So 4 o'clock. These are all Eastern times in the U.S. Eastern
-4
Daylight
GMT.
Time. Yeah, -4 GMT. 4 o'clock, Google Hangout. 6 o'clock, private show. Those are usually pretty interesting. There will be drinking, at least on my part. So usually that leads to interesting
We'll force
things
Ben to
happening.
drink a whole bottle of vodka.
No thanks.
We said we were going to force you. We didn't say there would be.
Yeah,
any,
there's no. We
you
don't
know.
need your consent to force you to do something.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna shove it down your throat and be like, "Hey, drink up, bitch."
Drink up, man. Guys are picking on Ben now. Ben
Oh no, that's okay. That's okay.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, never mind. I'm
There's
sorry.
no Ben apologist yet.
I don't think so.
Why are there Ben apologists? It's bullshit.
Why is CJ always being mean to Ben?
Nope, doesn't happen.
Someone needs to become a Ben apologist.
It'll happen.
I hope so.
Scotty's leaving the show because he's just fed up with our shit. Like, fuck this show, I'm gone. Unfunny comedian on the show, show's over. Scotty just can't top that act.
Where's Scotty Cena? Bring him back.
Where is he? I don't know where he is.
I don't know where he is either. Scotty probably did something to him.
Fucking Scotty. Oh, yeah, he's right over there.
Yeah.
On the floor. Scotty likes to beat the shit out of Scotty Cena.
0.0.
I love that shit.
Yeah, it's great.
0.0.
I'm gonna fuck your ass, and then you're gonna be humble.
I like how he says humble.
Humble.
He says humble.
I'm gonna fuck your ass
and make you humble.
It's funny because he says, you know, he says things like,
I fucked your wife, I fucked your daughter, and I fucked your son.
Yeah.
But then, you know, he calls other people fags and stuff like that. I don't get it.
Well, it's not gay to fuck someone's son.
Another little fag, worse than Michael Jackson.
You know? Michael Jackson, man. Total fag. But Iron Sheik fucking your son in the ass, heterosexual.
All right, so
maybe he's just so manly that even when he fucks a man in the ass, they become a bitch. So he can never actually be gay, no matter how much gay sex he has. That's my theory.
Here's G-Man preaching the truth in New York City, part 2.
Finally.
This is for all those wonderful atheists out there who lied and said no one listened to us while we were
Wonderful atheist. Thank you,
And
G-Man.
as an added bonus,
I am pretty
you will
wonderful.
hear an atheist admit that atheism's a religion. It's time for preaching to the choir.
What? Even if one stupid atheist admits that atheism is religion, he's wrong.
Right.
Or she.
Shouldn't that be preaching to the choir ministries?
Preaching to the choir ministries?
In the Bible.
I need money for weed? That's awesome.
I'm not sure what part. I think it's 12 or something. Every herb for the benefit of man. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm talking about. Every herb for the benefit of man. Right there, in the Bible. Weed, never killed no one, never hurt no one. It's not a sin. All it does.
For the benefit of man.
Look at here. Point that camera at him.
No, don't put that at me. I'm off the road.
Okay.
I'm joking. I'm just doing comedy.
Every herb.
So I can't put it on you then.
Every herb
All right.
means absolute. Genesis 1:29.
Don't need to do
And
that.
God said, behold, I have...
So, yeah, there's a Bible verse about God creating herbs for the benefit of man, and that's what the guy in the wig is talking about.
I'm sure God was talking specifically about weed there. Yes.
He said all of them.
Jesus was persecuted and
So yes, he
crucified.
was.
That
And
don't
all
mean
the other
nothing.
ones.
That don't mean what? Jesus never existed? Oh, that's
Well,
a
if
lie
these
from the
Christians
pedophile.
believe God created everything, then he obviously created weed, so...
And mushrooms.
Yeah, why not? Peyote, yeah.
Yeah, like they should be in favor of all the naturally occurring drugs.
Where's your evidence? Where's your proof of that? Where's your proof? Where's your proof?
I love how G-Man always requires proof for everything.
Not for anything he says, but anything you say, you need proof.
You need proof. It's like he come to me and be like, dragons are real. I'm like, no, they're not. Prove it. It's like, proof. How am I supposed to prove dragons aren't real?
Okay.
Have you ever fucking seen one or evidence of one?
G-Man is the master of shifting the burden of proof onto you. Like, you always have to prove something to him. He never has to prove anything to you.
Right, that was part of our first conversation we ever had with him.
That was why he got to the point where he was literally saying there were no starving children in the world.
You have no proof. That's a faith-based assertion. Where's your proof? Bro, I do this on a regular basis on YouTube, bro. You can't prove that Jesus never existed. We have historical, there are historians who have mentioned Jesus. No, that's
historians,
not
bitch.
No, they're not.
Got historians, man.
That's wrong.
Dude, them historians, you know.
Where's the proof of these historians?
And historians never write anything false. There was like, there was like I think like 2 or 3 mentions of Jesus outside the Bible around that time, and they were all very like scant.
Oh, okay. All right.
The time he's supposed to
Oh, it
live?
is?
No,
Oh, okay.
that's like
So tell
I
me
think
something.
1 or 2 centuries after Jesus lived. Until there's actually any historically documented like mentions of
There
Jesus.
was a fucking historian who wrote a passage about how Jesus had been crucified. and like the Christians were pissed. It was like one sentence.
I have to fact check you on that because I don't think that's accurate.
But I've read it. I read it in like I think one of the Hitchens books actually, but
we'll have
I don't know.
That Jesus died for your sins?
Maybe you're smarter than Christopher Hitchens, Scotty. Who knows? Piece of shit.
Okay, great. So I'm not the idiot then. It's you because you're going to die in your trespasses and your sins. No. Actually, the whole concept of Jesus was created after
the cameraman's like, look at him, titties.
He's
like, I've lost interest in this shit. Let's focus on this bitch over here.
I think G-Man's the one holding the camera.
Oh, really?
G-Man's losing interest in.
G-Man's like, anyway, oh my god.
That he would die for your sins.
What y'all doing over here?
That he would die for your sins. Listen, bro, go to XX0054 on YouTube. Just go do that real quick, and you'll find out real fast. Now, as far as you go, as far
Why are you
as
such a pervert, G-Man? Why'd you objectify that poor girl?
Those girls didn't seem to be talking to you guys. They just
they were like totally. They're not even participating in this conversation. So what are you?
Why did G-Man film them?
Why are you filming that girl, G-Man?
That's kind of interesting that happened.
It's an interesting thing. You're trying to have a discussion with this guy, but you're filming this girl over here.
I don't know. Maybe they wanted to buy a drink, TJ.
Wonder why that was, huh? Could it be that you felt lust in your heart, G-Man?
I think so, dude.
I don't know. You don't even know if that's a good Christian woman.
He was coveting, dude.
Yeah, that might have been someone else's wife you were just coveting, buddy. Hope you were checking for a ring on that finger.
For the sake of you getting high, which is the whole purpose of you wanting to smoke weed, right? It isn't for health purposes. The Bible forbids us to get drunk because God doesn't want our mind to be distorted, so Satan can control our mind. When you're high.
So I smoke weed.
So what about that story in the Bible where Jesus turns all the water at the wedding into a bunch of wine?
That was just so people could have a few sips.
A few sips, Ben, to wet their parched mouths, you know.
But they already had water.
Yeah, they had water.
But they need to celebrate properly with a nice sip of wine.
It's okay to have a sip.
A sip of
for
wine,
celebration.
Okay.
You can't think with your faculties properly.
What about when King Solomon said, "Eat, drink, and be merry"?
He meant water.
Oh, okay.
Water, TJ. Come on.
Doesn't
water,
sound like that's what
milk,
he meant. But
something like
guess,
that. Nice warm glass of milk,
I
TJ.
misinterpreted it.
Yeah, you did, buddy.
Sorry.
Marina.
Neither repented they of their murders
or their sorceries.
Okay, now she's participating.
Yeah.
Looks like they're more interested in talking to the dude with the clown wig on.
Yeah.
Maybe they're giving him money for weed.
Some guy begging in front of the store. Ooh, yeah, I'll give you some.
They're giving him money.
That's awesome.
I'll give it money.
They're all like, what the fuck? Don't give this guy money for weed.
I think they're doing it just to spite G-Man.
Dude, that's fucking awesome. He's all like, yeah, thanks. Are they taking a picture with him or something? Oh, okay.
She doesn't believe in God.
Huh? He's like, she doesn't believe in God.
Oh, you're an atheist.
I asked her why. She said she doesn't know.
Okay. She doesn't know.
I feel like disappointed. She doesn't know. Come on. Why don't you know?
Okay. All right. All right. So that's your conversation, Kendall.
My sister, what's your name? I don't have like anything.
Why doesn't she know?
I so wish I was here for this event.
I have to admit, you're the first person I've met in New York that don't believe in God.
What? Come on.
Bullshit.
What? Oh, give me a fucking break. Have you met anyone in New York team?
Lie, 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 lie.
The first atheist he's ever met in the largest city in America. I'm very skeptical of his fucking claim.
Bullshit.
I say it's an honor because the lights are very difficult to find somebody like that.
Is this G-Man trying to flirt?
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah, this is an honor.
Okay, I won't record you no more. Here you go.
No one's told you that we have all sinned against God? That one God? We have all sinned against God. We have broken God's command.
So is this G-Man's little sycophant or is G-Man this guy's little sycophant?
I don't know, but yeah.
I noticed they both do the like handwritten Bible bullshit on a hat thing.
Yep. Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
Do you believe
No, it's on him. It's on him.
But I had a hat that I defaced kind of in a similar manner. It said police, and I wrote "fuck duh" above it.
Evolution. So you
believe ultimately the complex organisms we have now came from...
Okay, so I'm going to leave this conversation with them and whatnot. So let me talk to you here a minute. So you say you want money for weed, right? And you're saying that in Genesis, that God created these herbs for you to enjoy. But God even gave limitations in Genesis chapter 3 for what fruit or vegetation you can eat. For example, he said from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, you couldn't eat from that tree.
But the fact remains, there's nothing in the Bible that explicitly says don't smoke weed.
But there's limitations and other things.
Just because there's
TJ.
limitations, he doesn't know what those limitations are. It's never outlined in the book that he claims is the source of all truth.
G-Man prayed, and God responded.
If God was just totally had nothing to say on the subject, how can G-Man infer his will? G-Man is basically taking his own bullshit.
No, that's
and
not
just said,
true.
God says this.
No, he prayed on it, TJ. God gave him an answer, and you know that's that.
He prayed, and God gave him an answer.
Yep.
Okay.
G-Man was like, God, how you feel about weed? And God's like, nope, no weed.
G-Man's like, hey, God, can I smoke some green? God's like, nope, that's Satan, bitch. It's like, oh.
Satan, dude, come on, G-Man.
No, that's how Satan gets in your mind, bro. Don't smoke that shit.
God clearly gives...
I do not believe in God.
Oh, you don't believe in God, but you tried to use the Bible to justify buying weed.
Yeah, I'm just saying, because you guys are coming up here talking to me about God and all that shit, and you want to know something? Your God says...
Are you an atheist?
I'm not atheist.
Are you agnostic?
I'm not anything.
Do you believe that God exists?
I do not believe in anything.
Do you believe that God exists?
I do not.
Okay, so if you don't believe that God exists, that means you're an atheist. A means to be without...
religion in itself. I'm the kind of person, I don't have a religion.
Wait a minute. Hold on. That's your atheist admitting that...
Right.
This is a person who doesn't even identify as an atheist. This is a person who thinks atheism itself is too dogmatic and just wants to reject all labels. I mean, I agree. By the dictionary definition, he is an atheist. So I guess what you said is technically true. It is an atheist saying atheism's a religion. But you made it sound like you had someone who was like a self-identified atheist. It's like, yeah, atheism is my religion.
Right, and maybe there are self-identified atheists that believe atheism is a religion. That doesn't make them right, and that doesn't make them, you know, the representative of all atheists and what atheism is.
And these are just terms anyway.
Right, but he showed them a Bible verse that says that God created all the herbs for men to use.
Yeah, so unless G-Man has a verse that says, not marijuana, though, he loses. He loses the debate, as he always does.
No, G-Man wins. Come on, TJ.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. G-Man always wins. It's like Cena kicks out at 2, G-Man always wins.
Yep. There you go.
It's a religion, right?
Atheist is a religion.
Why do you believe it's a religion?
Why do I believe it?
First of all, are you a Christian?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay, why do you believe that atheism is a religion?
He said he doesn't believe in God. How the fuck can he be a Christian?
Because so many people call themselves atheists. That's grouping themselves with something. That's creating a new religion, pretty much, about being anti-religion. So technically, that's still a religion.
You know what, man? Let me shake your hand on that, because I believe atheism is a religion, too. I wish more people would be open about it.
Oh, wow, G-Man, like, let me shake your hand. You're wonderful.
That they're lying on YouTube and in various different media.
Yeah, we're all lying. That's it.
I believe anything can exist. Just because you cannot see something doesn't mean it's not there.
Here first,
But
folks.
you do
I need money
understand
for
I
weed.
disagree with
Has
this,
defeated
that
atheism.
you can use weed
And
by using
befriend
Genesis.
G-Man. Is G-Man going to give him $1 now so you can buy weed?
Yeah, it's like, if you like me... I mean, if G-Man's like, let me shake your hand, it's like, how about you give me some money for weed instead?
Justification, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like you do know I disagree with that, and I disagree with it for good reason, because God does put limitations on the kind of food that you can eat in the Bible. You know, so
weed is not a food.
Okay, do you
I guess
follow
it can
all
be.
of those limitations? Do you not eat pork, G-Man? You don't eat seafood or anything like that?
He probably doesn't. Maybe he does.
So G-Man always has some
He doesn't follow. He doesn't follow. The only laws from the Old Testament that he probably follows are the Ten Commandments, if he even really follows them.
We just saw him lusting after a woman.
He'll just do the sophistry of like the Mosaic laws and these laws are different. Then it's like, well, Jesus said that he did not come to do away with the laws of Moses or change them, and you should still obey them.
Aren't the Ten Commandments part of those laws too?
Yep.
Why do Christians think the Ten Commandments are valid to follow, but none of the other ones?
Because they like to cherry pick which ones they like.
I like this, but not that. So
Plenty of Christians that'll fucking break the Ten Commandments anyway, like goddamn or something. You know, it's like they're not supposed to say that. God commanded them not to.
And like I pointed out to you when we were in Rome, the Catholic Ten Commandments are different.
Yeah, you guys have different Ten Commandments. Than,
Don't stop saying you guys. I'm not
I'm
fucking
sorry.
Catholic, you piece of shit.
Well, you were raised Catholic.
Okay, you were raised something too, right?
Not really.
I don't know.
The formerly Catholic Ben. There you go. Formerly Catholic.
You guys.
Oh, sorry, I'm being mean to TJ.
You guys.
Yeah,
being
stop it,
mean
Ben.
to TJ.
So, but the point is though, Ben, you Catholics have a different. What was it? What was the one that's different? You
Catholics have a different.
The Catholics like you, Ben, have.
There's nothing
What we
against.
like to do, we like to baptize people by throwing water on them.
That's true.
I just happen to have a big bottle of water on with me here.
Ben's
Maybe you're not
picking on-
Catholic after all.
Oh wow! What a revelation!
But no, like seriously, the Catholics. What was it? What was the commandment that was different for them and not you?
Graven images.
Oh right, yeah. Graven images.
Yeah.
What do you guys have instead? I'm sorry, the Catholics have instead.
You are so retarded. It's what is it? I'd have to look it up.
Oh well, it's not worth it. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think
graven
it's
images.
coveting your neighbor's wife or something like
Covenant
that.
her fine ass titties.
Yeah.
No, I like having these conversations, man. I do this every day. So,
you know what we do every day?
I believe that one God made us all and the other living teachers from the same source material. So you have the same source material, the same creator. You're bound to see
Same source material.
Are
similarities.
those girls
That's just
still
logic.
standing there listening to this dude?
I don't know how this guy.
They must like not want to be rude or something.
if you're not an atheist, what are you? Like do you believe that you're a New Ager or a... You don't have a label.
Call myself anything because I am.
God, I would have just walked away a while ago.
So long ago.
Yeah, I would not give them the time of day.
All right, gotcha.
Unless there's somebody hits a nerve and it's a reflex under the normal situation.
It would be nice if I can get both of them talking. Because it's rare when we get to have these kind of conversations.
I'm sure it is.
So everybody over there.
Hey, wait a minute. In the beginning of this video, G-Man's like, you guys said no one talked to us. Well, look at this. And now he's like, in this video, he's like, oh man, it's so rare that anyone talks to us. We're just like so happy someone's actually engaging with our stupid bullshit.
It's like maybe because you have like a one-track mind, you want to like talk about the same bullshit with people and they have no interest in it. But yet, that's the first atheist that G-Man has met in New York.
Yeah,
because all the other, all those people that were just walking by you and not giving a flying fuck what you had to say. Chances are a good chunk of them were atheists. They just don't feel like engaging with some moron screaming about Jesus on the street.
Can't
imagine why.
That controls our material body.
So you're doing the science fair.
That matches the claim about God and immaterial force and spiritual force that made and controls the material world. So you have more intimate reference for God than for evolution. Oh, whoa, cool. What is it? 1970.
Yeah, so at this point, it's just a bunch of random talking.
Blubbity, blubbity, God is real, and no, he's not, and yes, he is, and no, he's not, and yeah.
G-Man, you need a mic because there's so much background noise where you are. This is a crowded area. I can barely hear your friend here talking over the background noise at this point.
Yep.
So.
Well, it's because he's pointing the camera at a giant crowd of people, too.
Yeah.
But there's McDonald's right there.
Chitty's been entertaining the whole video. Damn, which I have to make a
There's really nothing I can have there other than like the fries, pretty much. I guess I could have apple pie.
Yeah, we weren't joking around. TJ is a vegetarian.
Yeah, it's
at
real.
this point.
It's real.
Yeah,
for reals.
For real, dude.
I had the fucking sofritas at fucking Chipotle.
Chipotle.
They were pretty good, actually.
What are they?
They're like little tofu shreds with like some weird basty bullshit on them.
Sure.
Tastes pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get used to it.
No, and honestly, it was good enough that I would have even got it like just by itself, even when I was eating meat. I saw Scotty do it a few times.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Well, I have to learn.
No, he said that to me too. He's like, I am vegetarian. And then it's like, I guess I'm vegetarian now or something.
Yeah. It's funny, like, TJ doesn't like things that he's never tried. He'll be like, I don't like it. It's funny, we tricked him into eating Indian food. He's like, oh, so I do like Indian food now?
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, God.
You're fucking garbage, TJ.
He's like just so set in his ways about like everything.
I'm not set in no ways.
Yeah, you are.
What you
dude.
talking about?
What you talking about, man?
All right. Oh shit, I'm being mean to TJ.
Yeah, you're so. See how mean you are all the time.
Yeah, I'm so mean.
Dude, they're starting post right now.
Yeah.
Fuck Ben.
There was
Ben's
one
gotta
post.
go.
There's one
Hashtag
post.
fuck Ben.
But yeah, sure. Fuck me.
Fuck him.
There was one post I saw on the subreddit where they were saying it was obnoxious the way I titled the video, but it wasn't. I didn't even choose the fucking.
Someone
title.
finally has the courage to stand up to Ben.
Yeah.
So obnoxious.
Bravo.
He said
Thank
that,
you.
He said what was it? We said it was DP rebuts somebody or something.
DP detractor rebutted.
Right, and people were like, Ben titled that show so obnoxiously, but I titled the show. It's like, but what's wrong with rebutted? It's a cool word.
TJ, stop being mean to TJ.
It has butt in it, for fuck's sake. Butt fuck sake.
TJ is so obsessed with butts. Like,
rebutted.
what if TJ's friend just be like, I like butts. Here's some butts.
That'd be a
And TJ
cool
like,
tattoo, actually. I'm just gonna have like that'll be my first tattoo.
Get a tattoo of a butt.
I like butts, and there'll be a butt.
I like.
I'll get a butt on my shoulder. Could be my shoulder butt.
Here's a clip from Pat Robertson, the 700 Club.
Finally.
From Jane, who says, a coworker confronted
I can't
me
believe
in the
there's people
break
that
room and
write
said
this
she
guy.
can't believe in a God who let her baby of 3 years old die, suffering a long battle in and out of hospitals while he heals other children. She asked me, why did God allow my baby to die? I
'Cause
told
you're
her
a
that I
piece of
didn't
shit.
know why her child died, but God sees the whole picture. We see only in part. What else can I say?
What wisdom?
Oh, wow.
All right, so here's some wisdom from Pat Robertson on the subject.
I'm sure it's great.
Well, what you have to understand, I think, in the Old Testament, it was like God's responsible for everything. He brings out the bad, he brings out the good, he's responsible for everything.
I thought the devil was responsible for some stuff.
Not in the Old Testament.
Okay.
In the New Testament era, we have come to realize that human beings have an agency, they have responsibility. And a lot of things happen because of what humans do. I mean, people die in hospitals because of medical malpractice. Somebody cuts the wrong thing and somebody dies. It
That's how
happens
cancer works.
all
You cut
the
the wrong
time.
thing, and then, the cancer gets you. Should have cut the blue wire, not the red wire.
Yeah, your baby really died because of human agency.
Fucking humans.
It was really humans that did it.
Yeah, sounds good.
A nurse gives a patient the wrong medicine. Well, you going to blame that on God? That's not God. That's people who are making mistakes.
But God,
what?
God sees the bigger picture and has ultimate power and authority over all things. So, seems to
But
me
if
like you could blame God for anything you wanted to, really.
Free will, TJ. Free will.
Free will.
As far as God's concerned, he knows the end from the beginning, and he sees a little baby, and that little baby could grow up to be Adolf Hitler. He could
What? Oh my God! Come on.
Okay, so now God intervenes.
Oh my fucking God!
That baby was gonna be Hitler.
So wait a minute.
God,
wait, hold on.
Thanks, Pat.
Let me get
Thank
this
you.
fucking straight. A woman writes to you and asks, what else can I say to my friend whose baby died and she lost her faith? Well, your baby could have been Hitler.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Or Stalin.
Maybe
or
your
Pol Pot.
baby was an evil piece of shit, and God figured better nip that one in the bud. You know, it's
Thanks,
like it
God.
doesn't.
Why did he stop the original Hitler?
Yeah, why did he let that Hitler go?
Yeah, he let all these guys
That
Pol
one-
Pot, Stalin, let him
Hitler
kill
just
millions.
slipped through the cracks.
Yeah, why did God allow the Soviet Union?
God got a little lazy in the early 20th century,
Yeah.
and you saw what happened. That's why he has to kill babies.
God didn't just allow the Soviet Union, Scotty. God created it.
I guess so.
grow up to be Joseph Stalin. He could grow up to be some serial killer, or he could go up to die of a hideous disease. God sees all that.
God
And
spared him from dying of a hideous disease later by killing him with a hideous disease now.
That's pretty sweet of God. God's a nice guy.
God was
for
really
that
sparing
life
the
to
child.
be terminated while he's a baby, he's going to be.
So God is an abortionist, like a late-term abortionist.
Yeah, like, you know what? That kid, even though I created him, I knew he was going to die. at like 15. Instead of 15, I'm gonna change it to 3 because I don't want him to die in like a car wreck or something.
God forever in heaven. So that isn't a bad thing. So how could God do that? How could a good God let that happen? Well, the good God is going to take that baby to heaven right now, and that isn't a bad thing. All right?
It'd be great if they fucking took you to heaven, dumbass.
I love
it's
how
actually not bad because he's gonna be in heaven.
It's kind of nice to see just someone being just like unassumingly and unwittingly evil.
Yeah, yeah, he's totally oblivious to that. All right, so we're gonna move on here. Rick Santorum, who is Catholic, has a problem with
one of your people.
Yeah, exactly.
One of the chosen people.
I thought it was the Jews.
Never mind, TJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, he's pissed off at the Pope because the Pope.
Are you allowed to do that as a fucking Catholic?
Yeah, the conservative Catholics do it all the time with this Pope because he's so liberal compared to other popes.
Yeah, the other Pope they didn't really
The
hate that
Pope
much.
is supposed to be like inerrant and shit. Like you're just supposed to say like if the Pope says it, that's coming from God.
Well, the Pope believes in climate change, and Rick Santorum, of course, does not. So
basically, what you're telling me is that he puts his human desires above his faith. What a piece of shit.
Pope Francis will release an encyclical on the environment on June 18th, and you suggested recently that the Holy Father should stay out of the debate on climate change. Here you are.
The Church has gotten it wrong a few times on science, and I think that
it's like one of the few they get it wrong on science.
Got it wrong on science.
But he's not talking about the things that the Church actually does have wrong on science.
No, he's talking about one of the things they're actually starting to get right.
Right.
better off leaving science to the scientists and focusing on what we do, what we're really good at.
But climate change affects everyone, you fucking idiot.
And that is part of science.
Yeah,
Right,
doesn't make any sense.
He's saying leave science to the scientists, yet he rejects overwhelming
They're
scientific
listening-
consensus. That doesn't make any sense.
The Church came to that standpoint because they were listening to scientists.
Interesting.
God, he's so stupid.
He's not stupid. He's just evil. He knows what he's saying is full of shit.
You know.
Look at that fucking fake ass smile on his image. Like,
it's so weird because, well, anyway, that's
he's smiling because he's going to eat a baby later.
Which is theology and morality.
2 points. If he's not a scientist, and in fact he does have a degree in chemistry, neither are you.
I didn't know the Pope had a degree in chemistry.
Yeah, he does.
Interesting. So
yeah, so
he knows more science.
The Pope's more of a scientist than Rick Santorum.
Yeah.
Easily.
I agree.
And that's one point. And the second point is that somewhere between 80 and 90% of the scientists who have studied this say that human activity contributes to climate change. So I guess the question would be, if he shouldn't talk about it, should you?
Well, we have to make public policy.
This guy's like one of the few guys on Fox News that actually asks questions like this.
I'm saying like, this is Fox. He just asked him a real question. Are you sure?
Well, not only that, I mean, whether or not I like the Pope isn't a very influential figure. Like, the Pope who influences all these Catholics should stay out of important matters. Like, why? That doesn't even make any fucking sense.
Yeah, like, aren't people who are part of like something like a church looking for this sort of guidance in their lives?
Yes. Rick Santorum is a total fucking moron.
Religion just needs to shut up on issues that concern people because, you know, it's not like anyone believes
But
in it.
he uses religion as the reason why he has all this crazy view.
I know, right? This is fucking stupid.
But he doesn't even agree with the leader of his own religion.
Right.
So
With regard to the
it makes sense on no level.
But you're not a scientist. You said leave science to the scientists.
Well, but the point is that politicians, whether we like it or not, people in government have to make decisions with respect to our public
So does
policy
the fucking
that affect
Pope,
American
moron.
workers. Look at the.
I mean, technically, the Pope is basically the king of his own country. You know, so he's a leader.
Lucky fuck. I wish I was king.
Where's your crown, King Teacher?
I wouldn't be living in whatever place. It'd probably be infested with earwigs
and fucking cockroaches.
Yeah.
And fucking
cockroaches
and fucking
Did
fruit
you say
flies.
cockroaches?
Cockroaches.
I thought you said cockroaches for a second.
Well,
Cockroach.
even if he did, yeah, a new bug would probably breed in TJ's country. Cockroaches.
Cockroaches.
Yeah.
Or they could maybe the cockroaches and earwigs will combine into cockwigs.
Cockwigs. I picture someone wearing a wig with like cocks hanging off of it. Like
really, I pictured like a little hairdo on top of a
I think we've literally
cockhead.
seen almost every fucking bug that lives in this area in TJ's room in abundance.
Right. It would be like the shittiest country ever where TJ was king. Eventually someone would just overthrow it.
No.
Because
no one will overthrow
TJ is so fucking lazy that he would only care about what's going on like in his immediate area. So, oh man, he'd be the fucking... He would never shower then. He'd be like, I'm the king. I don't have to shower. I'd feel bad for the people that had to be around him.
Bullshit. I'd have like
Yeah,
handmaids
right.
and shit.
Yeah, TJ would have like
give me baths and shit.
voluptuous women like bathe him basically
Right.
like
Whatever.
time for my daily milk bath or something.
He'd have days where he's even too lazy for that.
No.
Yeah.
They would just cart me around.
God,
oh wow.
The administration is now proposing this
Probably
ozone
like 800
regulation
pounds.
that will simply shut down
Probably
any
die of a heart
manufacturing
attack before the revolution even came.
expansion in this country. So yes, there are things that are going to happen here that scientists are going to
But it would be
determine, you know,
great life.
whether we need ozone regulations or not.
And you don't
but
think
there
the
are
Pope has a
political.
right? You don't think the Pope has a right to talk about this?
Pope can talk about whatever he wants to talk about.
That's not
I'm
what he
just
said
saying.
before, bitch. Wow, he's really got fucking Santorum on the ropes.
I
here.
know, it's pretty fucking
It's fucking
hilarious.
great.
This is fucking awesome.
Because they go
dude.
to Fox News expecting a softball interview.
They ain't getting one this time.
No.
What should the Pope use as moral authority?
I'm guessing this dude is like one of the least, like one of the last people on the list that Fox News wants to be president. So you'll notice around election time, Fox News will bury whoever the fuck they don't want to be president.
Yeah.
Authority for, and I would make
Well,
the
he
argument.
would say he's protecting the Earth.
I would say that that's an important thing to do, but I think there are more pressing problems confronting
hold
the
on,
Earth.
hold on. There's more pressing problems confronting the Earth.
An asteroid is hurtling towards the Earth.
Yeah.
But what about gays marrying?
You mean to tell me, like, what is the more... Okay, let's hear an example of one of these more pressing problems.
Than climate change, and I
Like
would
what?
I would suggest that, particularly when it comes to me as someone who's trying to go out there and make sure that we have a revitalization of manufacturing and energy production, the things that create jobs and opportunities.
So wait, so you're saying that the more pressing thing is to actually make the problem worse?
Yes.
He's saying like economic bullshit is more important.
That's what all these Republicans say. You know, the representative of the oil and gas industry is saying that climate change is, you know, a hoax, and you know, a lot of jobs are going to be lost if we don't change if we actually do make these changes. Do you want to lose a lot of jobs? If we lose jobs, that'll be bad. It's like, so basically short-term gain over long-term gain. Like, it's better to have something now than later, because I know people have that knee-jerk reaction like, jobs. Don't lose a job. That's not right.
I got to feed my stupid goddamn family. I got all these damn kids.
But what about all the problems of climate
lose my
change and global warming will have an effect on you? I don't care.
Can't lose my fucking job, man.
That
Oil and gas,
speculative science, which has proven over time not to have checked out all the predictions that were made 15 years ago, none of them have come true. So all of this certainty, this is what bothers me about this debate. The idea that the science is settled. Anytime you hear a scientist say the science is settled, that's political science, not real science. Because no scientist in their right mind would say ever the science is settled.
The science is settled. It's not a matter of like the science is settled, like we now understand everything. It's just like, hey, all the evidence is pointing to this.
Yeah, what scientist is like, science done, bitches. We figured
It's
it
settled.
out. Yeah, done.
I can retire now because all the science is settled.
We've figured the entire world and cosmos out.
Ooh, that was a doozy. Well, you know.
Everyone in school now, to become a scientist, you need to get into like hospitality management or something like that.
Science is over.
You're gonna manage like a Burger King or a hotel or something. Come on.
Okay. Humanity now has obtained all knowledge.
All right.
Science is done.
Moving on.
Have you ever ordered something online and then received the wrong item? Well, that happened to one Fremont man, but what he received really has
it a
him
big
confused
dildo?
tonight. Breland Martin spoke to him about the weird delivery. Breland?
So this guy ordered comic books online.
Okay.
Okay.
Pretty
He
normal.
got a dildo.
No.
What'd he get?
We're not talking about, you know, like your dream come true,
Yeah.
TJ.
Oh, thank you.
I'll just order the dildo.
Emily Weird is right. Jeremiah Langley ordered some comic books online to complete his Bones collection, but instead of receiving those, he received a handgun in the mail. Langley says he ordered the comic books on eBay, received the package from FedEx, only to find this. Take a look. This is the Bear 45 gun he received. Langley says he was shocked. Some other weird documents were in the box as well.
Weird documents?
Yeah, I want to know what they were.
Does it say what the weird documents were?
Yeah, it's like what are the weird? I don't get that.
He received it on the fucking gun. That's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Same day he was supposed to receive his comic books. Immediately he started making calls to everyone from eBay to the return address on the box, but got nowhere. Then he called Fremont Police, ATF, the FBI station in Toledo, and still no help. Langley says he's upset something like this could happen.
It is kind of weird. I mean,
why is he upset though?
I wouldn't be upset.
I am totally upset by this
If he
gun.
was like 15 years old, I'd say like, oh, his parents should be upset. But obviously, he's an adult.
He's like, well, I don't know. But you know, like you could, if I got a gun in the mail, I'd just be like, oh, that's weird. But it's probably just like a crossed order
when I see
or something.
things like this, it just sickens me. I mean, what if I was like a 10-year-old kid?
You're not.
I mean, my mom wouldn't have known I got this if I just, oh, it's comic books or something like that. It's just crazy.
Okay, so you're going to be mad about a hypothetical thing that didn't happen. Okay.
Langley says the sheriff's department will try and help figure out who the gun belongs to tomorrow. He believes the person who ordered the gun likely has his comic books. He says he plans to reorder.
It's so weird, though.
Why would he reorder them?
You're supposed to have like an FFA license to ship a gun, but I guess someone could just ship a gun. I mean,
nothing's gonna stop it.
Yeah,
I guess they probably X-ray some boxes. I don't know.
Yeah, but very few, I'm sure. So I mean,
Yeah, that would slow shit down so badly.
So I mean, I'm sure they only catch very few guns that are sent through the mail.
All right, next thing we have here is
Send me guns. Go ahead.
Fuck you, TJ.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck you, TJ.
Fuck you, TJ.
Shut your fucking face, TJ. I'm sitting here in silence now.
Yeah.
Let's have a 10-bell salute to Dusty Rhodes.
Well, he fucked up his name already.
Rusty
Dodes.
The number in the Black Robe Regiment is about 70,000 now. The number that I think will walk through a wall of fire, you know, and possible death.
I don't know, TJ. I was trying to explain what the video was about, but I couldn't talk.
I said one thing and was quiet. I said, send me guns. It's 3 syllables.
You interrupted Ben, TJ.
Yep. Fuck you.
No, not allowed to interrupt Ben.
Nope.
TJ.
Not allowed to.
Fucking piece of shit.
I have no idea what he's talking about. He's just talking about black robes. and shit.
Yeah.
The black robes
I'm
are
gonna
striking.
I'm gonna write Ben a nasty email.
The red moon has risen.
Fuck you, Ben.
So, Glenn Beck has 10,000 pastors willing to die resisting anti-Christian persecution.
Hooray.
What is all this shit about Christian persecution all of a sudden?
It makes them feel like they're a part of some elite club.
Who? No one is persecuting.
You know, there's a lot of arenas, TJ, where Christians are like, you know, fed to lions and shit. You remember that?
You guys have atheist privilege.
Is it period? You have no guys to worry about, so you can do whatever you want. That's
the number
bullshit.
in the Black Robe Regiment is about 70,000 now.
Black Robe Regiment.
The number that I think
frightened.
will walk through a wall of fire, you know, and possible death
69,000
is anywhere between 17 and 10,000. That's an extraordinary number of people that are willing to lay it all down on the table and go to jail or go to death because they serve God and not man. Jim is one of those men.
You used some language here a moment ago, Glenn, that the uninitiated won't understand. Willing to walk through the wall of fire and possibly death.
What do they mean by wall of fire?
Yeah.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. I don't know. They're just crazy, basically. They're a bunch of fucking lunatics, and they sound like they're a danger to everyone.
Nah, they're fine, TJ. Come on.
Like, these crazy fucks, luckily they're all pretty old, so they'll be dead soon. But, you know, that can't happen soon
I
enough,
personally
honestly.
feel safer with them around, TJ.
I
Protecting
feel
us.
safer knowing there's a bunch of fucking religious psychos that are willing to kill themselves for God and don't respect the laws of man. That makes me feel... That helps me sleep at night,
You know,
you know?
you gotta choose between man or God. They're gonna choose God, buddy, as you should. You should lay down your life for Christ, TJ.
That's what you just said. And that's honestly where we are. I spoke to a group of about 350 pastors one time at Samford, not Stanford, but Samford University down in Alabama. And
Just as
behind
prestigious.
me in the wall was a bust of Dietrich.
Bust. Like titties. There was titties on the wall.
I was laughing because I thought I was talking about a statue.
No, man, he's talking about titties.
Oh, that's repulsive.
Talking about big old jiggly titties that you can
I'm
suck
repulsed.
on.
Bonhoeffer. And I said to the pastors, stop telling stories and illustrations about Dietrich Bonhoeffer and be willing to be Dietrich Bonhoeffer. And we've
Yeah,
come
be that
to that
guy,
moment.
whoever the
You
fuck it is.
have wisely said what you did a few moments ago based upon an accurate reading of the cultural landscape. And people like you and me, and thank God many others, are digging in very deeply and laying the benchmark of where we're going to stand on these issues.
Now the time is right.
So this is like just like a bunch of fucking psychopaths.
That's a bunch of crazy Christians who are like, we're not willing to bend anymore. We banded enough.
We done bent enough. We won't
We
bend
banded
no further.
enough. We banded, not
Gays
banned.
want wedding cakes. We willing to die against that.
I'm gonna be a Christian terrorist, walk into a gay bakery and blow it up for Jesus.
And you're going to start to see these very
It'll
bold
happen.
pastors. Like I said, I think there's 10,000 of them. And that may sound like a small number, but I want you to
10,000
know
psychos.
Well, hey.
that Dietrich Bonhoeffer...
You know, since these guys are willing to die, everyone order some comics on Amazon, and when you get your gun, go shoot these
you'll be
pastors. They are willing to die for what they believe, so help them out.
Bonhoeffer got 2. We have 10,000.
All right, we're
The
gonna
actual-
we're gonna start our own coalition here on the Drunken Peasants. You know, basically in the comment section below, just let us know if you are willing to die for the Drunken Peasants. At some point, we'll create a sign-up sheet. People can sign up and let us know that you're willing to stand up and die for the Drunken Peasants because you believe in the Drunken Peasants.
Number that David thinks that will walk to their death is 17,000.
Yeah.
I'm being pessimistic.
walk to death.
I'm saying there's 10. But you're going to see these 10 to 20,000 pastors begin to stand up and say, it doesn't matter if I lose my church. It doesn't matter if I lose my building. It doesn't matter if I lose my life.
That's
I will
sorry, you guys
not
terrorists.
I'm sorry,
sit.
you guys
Sounds
sound
like
like
jihad.
suicide bombers,
Yeah,
man.
they sound like terrorists, basically.
It sounds to me like you guys are just trying to create a bunch of like fucking crazy Christian jihadis.
Yeah.
That's definitely what I got from it.
That's the vibe I'm getting, man. You're sitting there like, they're willing to die.
Down. If you don't have a pastor like that, you need to find one.
What?
What? Find a psycho.
If your pastor's not a fucking lunatic, look harder. Find one who is.
Here's a news story. A man was arrested for wearing a stormtrooper outfit outside of a school.
A sick crime.
It was so scary. And especially for, you know, being a parent and everything.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
I'm scared of that. Stop it.
Dressed like a Star Wars character. What? I'm so scared.
Someone was dressed as Big Bird outside the school. Some kids thought they would have to learn. Good thing the police intervened and arrested them quickly. It's like, what? It's a fucking stormtrooper. Everyone knows what a fucking stormtrooper is.
I don't know, dudes. Cosplayers are pretty intimidating.
In taking cell phone video, parents in Lynn can't stop talking about this bizarre scene outside the Brickett Elementary School. A man dressed up in this elaborate Star Wars stormtrooper costume, complete with a black laser gun that turned out to be a toy.
Of course it's a fucking toy.
What?
Oh no,
Turned out to be a toy.
It was a real laser
We
gun.
thought it was a real blaster.
Thank God for the police intervening.
Did they think that like a portal had opened between our universe and the Star Wars universe, and a real stormtrooper had walked through?
It was scary.
TJ, it was scary, and they had to be on, err on the side of caution.
What if
buddy.
Darth Vader shows up next?
Oh no! What if the Death Star blows up Earth?
It's a legitimate threat.
On the sidewalk moments before school was about to get out.
I honestly
So what?
opened my screen window, stuck my head out the window, and I was just like, wow.
With no clue who this guy was or
What?
whether or not the gun was real, the principal delays
look at it.
dismissal.
I'm incredulous, therefore I'm right.
Use your fucking eyes and look at the gun he is holding.
Yeah. Like, my
It takes
kids...
all of 0.0 seconds to fucking
Oh,
These kids-
you had to do it.
0.0.
seconds to see that it's fucking fake.
And furthermore, they're incredulous. They're like, this is crazy. Call the police. Like, what is this guy being arrested for? Standing near a school dressed up like a stormtrooper? Is that a crime now?
Apparently so.
Yes.
Probably
Police
disturbing
arrive
the
on the
peace.
scene. The masked crusader is unmasked, arrested, and placed in a police
Hey, that doesn't look like Django Fett.
This is bullshit.
cruiser.
George Cross.
40-year-old George Cross of Lynn is arraigned on charges of disturbing a school.
He kind of looks like he could be a cop. I think it's the bald head.
Yeah, probably.
Plus a city ordinance of loitering within 1,000 feet of a school. We caught up with him as he left the courthouse.
Can we just ask you about the? Can you just
Guys, really? Like I'm some kind of weirdo or something?
Well, no. But I'm saying just to clear. I mean,
Yeah, I bought across from. I was walking through the neighborhood showing friends, and then all that.
We just can't have things like that taking place in front of the school.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's a fuck. Because look at it, Scotty.
What?
Stormtrooper people dressing in costumes.
We can't have
by
that.
schools. We can't have that shit. Because then what happens? Next thing you know.
And they wonder why
Something bad.
Why Americans are so afraid of everything. Like, what if a stormtrooper is at our child's school and the kids get scared? What would happen to them? Nothing.
Nothing happened.
Nothing fucking happened to them. Your overreaction is what happened, you fucking idiots. Jesus fucking Christ, what's wrong with people? I shook my head out my screen door and was like, oh shit. God, these people are fucking morons.
Police weren't amused by Cross's costume caper.
Who fucking
Neither
cares
parents,
if they're amused
especially,
or
they
not?
say,
What
in
fucking
this day and
crime?
age.
What if
Loitering.
it wasn't like it was just like a thing saying, "Oh, it's for the kids," but actually it was like something bad was gonna happen? You never
What if
know.
something totally different had happened? Wouldn't that be bad? Sure, but it didn't fucking happen that way, you fucking idiot.
Okay, but here's the thing. Like, here's the thing, though. It's like, even if, like, you could say, like, yeah, he could have done something bad. You could say about any fucking buddy that's by the school. Some dude that's dressed like in a fucking business suit and looks totally respectful could fucking walk into the school and blow a bunch of kids away.
Or another kid.
Right.
That goes to the school.
So it's totally meaningless.
And she said, the way she phrased it, what if he had been up to something bad kind of shit? It's like, what? He wasn't. He was just fucking in a costume walking around, and you were so afraid. Your little precious child was going to get blown away by a stormtrooper. You called the fucking police. Well, maybe not her specifically, but someone around there was like, gotta call the police on this one. They're going to deal with this fucking, criminal fucking menace, this huge threat to the fucking safety of society.
All right, so next one is a story about 13-year-old girl who killed herself after her dad made a public shaming video of her and posted it online.
It's another one of these great parents.
Yep,
wonderful parents.
John, the teen at the center of this story, was also reportedly bullied at school after she was publicly shamed at home.
What a shock.
And the sense of isolation that she must have felt is certainly
You
shared
mean to
by
tell
teens.
me that when a parent publicly shames their child, it leads to further ostracization down the fucking road?
No,
I can't believe that.
it. I think it's probably like, someone else's fault, not this parent, because TJ, they were just disciplining their child.
Yeah, they were just trying to give them some tough love.
For an audience of people, it's like I don't get that. It's like it's one thing if it was strangers, but it's like I'm gonna do this to everyone you know. Probably for some stupid thing like they gotta be on a history test or something. Some stupid thing.
Across the country, including those who live in our own area. Tonight, we spoke with a family who lives in the city, and they told us their tale of how they escaped that scene filled with negative mistreatment and bad energy.
Bad energy, bro.
Okay, a newscaster should
Dude,
never say the words bad
they
energy
had
as if they're
bad
serious.
energy flowing my way. I could not deal with it. Flow away, bad energy.
It's
Flow
like there was
away.
a lot of negative vibes, man.
Yeah, man.
It's harsh in my mellow.
Yeah, you guys understand me.
She
The
escaped a
13-year-old
situation
girl
with
in this
bad
video clip
vibes.
suffered the harshest kind of bullying.
How many times did I warn you?
Harsh because this extreme public shaming allegedly began at home.
Did you have to tape it off of a fucking phone? I mean, couldn't you have like downloaded the video and played it? I
No,
mean,
Ben.
We can do that here. Could you
They're
imagine?
just a news agency.
Could you imagine if we did our whole show like off of an iPhone?
It would
like,
I'll just hold it up during segments. Yeah, look at this. Oh man, that's bullshit, huh?
Allegedly at the hands of her own father, who recorded and then uploaded the video, supposedly to teach his daughter a lesson.
Consequences of getting messed up, man, you lost all that beautiful hair.
So basically, this guy saw all these other dickhead parents on the internet doing it and decided he wanted to show off what a tough disciplinarian he was.
He wants
too.
his fucking, 15 fucking seconds of fame online. Like,
good job, buddy.
Good job, guy.
He wanted affirmation from other people. So he went online and posted something.
Yeah, he posted
She's
himself
my kid
basically fucking with his kid like in a very dickish manner.
He cut off his kid's long hair, apparently.
Yeah, like when have I ever done something to that extreme? Like it'd be like if I actually like did that thing where I put like the fucking locks.
Why getting so
in your
defensive,
gauges
TJ?
or
Didn't
something.
say anything.
You fucking inferred shit strongly, you piece of shit.
Didn't say anything.
You fucking strongly inferred it, Ben. Or no, I inferred it. You implied it. Sorry. Active versus passive.
It takes forever to grow long hair, and this girl apparently had really long hair.
It was not worth it, because investigators in Tacoma, Washington say after Isabel Laxamana's father allegedly cut her hair off, the teenager went to school and suffered even more bullying before committing suicide by jumping off a bridge.
What were some of the worst things that you remember having said to you?
The main one was thought, because I wasn't.
I think they'll explain it.
That blank over there.
Yeah.
Ali Muhammad says she can relate, telling us about her own experience with bullying that drove her to a dark place. It was her mother who was there to throw her a lifeline.
I've thought suicide myself.
Wow.
I've started cutting myself.
Her parent was actually supportive in trying to help her through this, and the other girl's dad was like, I'm gonna teach you a lesson publicly. Great parenting job. Everything turned out so well.
I've done so many things to like hurt myself.
I wonder if the kid that
when
had
I
to
really
destroy his
shouldn't
own
have.
Xbox will kill himself too.
And so I could understand. Well, I don't. How do I say this? I don't say it's right that she should have killed herself, but I understand her pain. I understand where she was coming from.
So, I mean, okay, you found someone else that had been depressed and wanted to kill
it's
themselves.
like this is not related.
Yeah, not
This is
really.
just like-
This guy's a shitty reporter.
Yeah,
For families
This
at
entire
home who are
report
watching
is, like,
this,
put
what
together like
advice
shit.
can you offer them on how to help a teen get a ticket out of that
It's like,
situation?
oh my God, you found a depressed girl to interview. Like, it's so hard to find one of those.
Your child at all times. Ask them questions. Be part of your child's life.
No, just cut off their
Part
hair
of
and shave them.
ask them about their day. See who their friends are. See who they're hanging out with. See
Okay, you're going too far.
Know who your children's friends are.
No.
Because sometimes friends are the ones that are doing part of the bullying.
Board-certified child and adolescent psychiatrist Dr. Jody Gold says if you are struggling, trying to figure out how to best help your bullied child, the first step is to make sure you are not part of the problem.
Okay, I don't think a guy who does something like that is self-aware enough to even have that message sink in at all. So it's like pretty much a pointless report.
My kid done acted up and then need to be punished.
When my kid acted up, I laid down the law.
God laid down that law.
I think the disciplining of your children should be a fucking private affair.
Yeah, no shit.
All right, so next we're going to move on to a audio book sample from the award-winning author Gabrielle Chana.
Oh, wow.
Winner of the prestigious DP seal of approval.
Yes. She we on the last episode we played an excerpt from what was her book?
Jesus the Eternal Bridegroom?
Yes, Jesus the Eternal Bridegroom. This time we're going to play one from Emerald Towers, which is a book she wrote 15 years ago.
Wow.
I wonder if there's more or less penises in it.
This is an audiobook sample. And by the way, everybody, it's available on audible.com. So you can go to audibletrial.com/Drunken Peasants.
Wow.
And
listen to Gail's story.
Yes.
Get Gail's book for free.
Here's a 5-minute clip.
Free.
He crunched a fist. His eyes searched mine. They shadowed and unsettled. Whenever I dreamed of intimacy, it was you. Always you.
You.
Over his face flickered a twitch. She tried to seduce a friend of mine. I still kept her. His shoulders slumped, and his face limped. She insisted on attending public events with me. I played her game. If I wanted to help you with money, she threatened to tell your husband that we had sex. I couldn't let your husband know about us, because then I wouldn't be able to check on you. I was horrified what she'd do to you if I couldn't keep you. She could have said we had sex anyway, no matter what you did. I told her if she did that, and your husband dumped you, I'd marry you, but I couldn't give you the money you needed.
So this is told from Brent Spiner, or I think she said it's told from Brent Spiner's perspective.
It looks like him on the cover there.
Yeah.
I know they bankrupted you.
Is that supposed to be her?
Yeah, that's her and Brent Spiner.
That's her. Yeah, it's Brent Spiner and Gail.
Knows I wanted to help, but it would make you look like my whore. He chuckled. It would have been a mess, I mean, your husband. But after my husband left, you should have helped me more. She told me she'd tell your husband that I caused all the damage your family received.
You know,
if I didn't keep her.
In an age where Twilight became a movie and 50 Shades of Grey became a movie, it's a shame that this hasn't become a movie.
Yeah, Brent Spiner can even play himself, dude.
Who would play Gail?
Gail, of course.
You think Gail should just play herself?
Yeah.
Well, apparently their romance started quite a while ago, so at least at the beginning of the movie, they should have younger actors playing.
No.
No, it's more authentic for them to play themselves.
Just get them in some makeup, you know?
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Get them in makeup. They'll be fine.
I'm pretty sure Gail said that they made a movie based on one of her books, and Matthew McConaughey played the role of Brent Spiner, which he ended up falling in love with Gail too.
Obviously.
Because he just couldn't resist.
But then the Jesuits destroyed the movie, right?
Yeah, and she was given an Oscar, but all of that was covered up by the Jesuits.
Obviously.
Yeah.
They're very powerful.
She'd
Yet
harm
somehow they
you.
can't suppress her YouTube
I played
channel.
her game, but she double-crossed me. She still harmed you. I'm so sorry. Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
A quiver
I'm sorry.
staggered over his mouth. The photos you saw in the papers, on the internet, they were frauds. She changed our expressions. She pasted heads on bodies. It was all fake. A fog lifted from me, but a monster towered over my body, and the ceiling glowered.
Glowered?
Oh my God! This woman, whose eyes lacked astuteness, schemed labyrinths. This adolescent, this peacock at a prom. Hadn't I 9 years ago invited him to expose corruption of a church? Did their labyrinth ferret me out and then weasel like snakes to crush me? I plunged into darkness. When I'd researched for my book, I discovered evidence that with presidents and
There was a lot less
prime
penises
ministers,
15 years ago.
Apparently, at least so far.
Yeah, like, so far, there hasn't been one dick I'm surprised. I think this is the longest I've ever heard Gail talk without mentioning penises.
A church conspired, and like Machiavelli, these hucksters retreated before nothing to wield a path to dictatorship. Behind the scenes, they financed and supported Adolf Hitler and his war machine. These creeps, these butchers, corrupted doctors, lawyers, police departments, schools, employers, preachers, and the world to crush me. They knew I could influence my friend, who hovered over me, and who might sway the masses against them. My friend, a sitting duck, had fallen into their contrivances. Publicity, bad press obsessed them. She'd peacock as a girlfriend, but struggle as a publicist.
I have a question,
for them,
too. The last time we played one of Gail's things, it was literally like her Satan character was like, I'm the devil.
Yeah.
In this one, she's all like using, you know, way more polysyllabic words and just like more like colorful language and shit. I mean, it's still bad and purple as fuck, but it's better than like, I'm the devil. I fuck you in the ass now. Ha ha.
Guardian at the gate to avert any bad press this church could sustain from the scandal. A publicist, a distractor, to veil the real enemy, the richest church in the world. They commissioned that woman who strong-armed her way into my friend's life to break us up. Why couldn't I understand? Rocks had blinded me to the truth, that he loved me like the sun, that he kept her for me. My eyes became rivers, tears came, oh, tears came. All those years he needed my warmth. Oh, the coldness I tumbled to him, and I banished him from my dreams. He suffered a truce with her for me. I asked you to expose that church 9 years ago, remember? You're famous, and I know too much, and she doesn't seem smart enough to scheme these brilliant plots. You see, that's why when you cage her, I'm still harassed.
She's talking about Laurie
because
McBride,
you
right?
can't.
Exactly.
Yes. Her enemy.
Laurie McBride.
She blames a lot of shit on her.
I'm almost surprised that Zack Knight is her villain. You would think it'd be Laurie McBride would just be like the head of it all.
You see, like Brent Spiner, there's like something like some sort of light emanating from his forehead.
Yeah.
Like he's, you know, he's having a psychic, what was it, telepathic sex with Gail.
He is, dude. He's fucking having sex with Gail right now. He's like,
Gail was not quite as insane back then, though.
Yeah,
but it's not as entertaining.
Cage the one who directs her. That church. That church.
And black people
they
shitting in
think
people's
that
mouths
because
and
of
stuff.
me, you'll give them bad press. That's why they hired a publicist to be your girlfriend. His features paled. My God. Please forgive me. I had no idea what you've gone through.
Brent Spiner's like, my God.
I can just see Brent Spiner sitting there. My God.
Why, Gail? Why?
Why? Why has this happened?
So I guess that's it. Yeah, that is very strange. Like, I like Gail's newer work a lot better.
Yeah, this is boring.
Yeah, this is just
Don't buy
boring.
this one. Buy Jesus the Eternal Bridegroom. It's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
There's
this one not so much.
She's just like... She's done like... She starts talking about like dicks and Satan jizzing lava on people and shit. This is just like, oh, Brent Spiner, he's so cute. He's my boyfriend, but no one knows because he has
Not even him.
He doesn't even know. The real Brent Spiner knows. But of course, you know, he's being suppressed by Laurie McBride, that controlling
Obviously, come on.
All right, we will move on. Here is another video from... well, you'll recognize it when you see him. But this here's a video where a Christian guy makes a claim that Christianity is the best thing that's ever happened to women.
Oh, wow, yeah. I think this guy is really
Let
on
us
something.
be reminded how Greco-Roman
God.
and Jewish men treated women, at best like dogs, until this rabbi came along and in word and in deed said, that ain't no way to treat a lady. Then his disciples, they wrote down instructions for how men were to lovingly treat their wives. And then his followers took that message and they spread it all over the globe. And the effects of the attitude of men toward women and children was radically changed.
Okay, the Bible actually has, like, rules for selling your daughter into sexual slavery.
Hey, TJ, before there were no rules, though.
Okay.
There was an improvement. They had that. Now
I
they
guess
had
you
rules.
could make that argument that there was they made some rules.
Women are your property, but you got rules how you treat your property, man. Come on.
You know, it used to just be you could just do whatever you
Yeah, do
want.
whatever you
but
want.
now there's regulations.
Yeah. So I mean, you understand. The Bible was a big improvement for women. Obviously.
This from Probe Ministries. As Christianity spread throughout the world, its redemptive effects elevated women and set them free in many ways. The Christian ethic declared equal worth and value for both men and women.
This is demonstrably false.
No. Read your Bible and do what it say.
Husbands were commanded to love their wives and not exasperate their children. These principles were in direct conflict with the Roman institution of the powerful daddy, the patria potestas, which gave absolute power of life and death over a man's family, including his wife. When patria potestas was finally repealed...
I guess you could say that compared to that, the Bible did have some comparatively progressive values for, like, its time. But... by modern standards, the Bible is pretty fucking antiquated in its perception of the treatment of women. So, yeah.
By an emperor who was moved by high biblical standards. What a tremendous effect that had on culture! Exclamation point. Women were also granted basically the same control over their property as men. Remember that? And for the first time, mothers were allowed to be guardians of their own children. Today we go, well, duh, but not before Jesus. Today we think, well, that's of course.
This is just bullshit. You're just fucking lying. I mean, it's not even like, ooh, this is, you know, your interpretation versus my
this isn't even like
interpretation.
sophistry. This is just straight up like, this is some bullshit I'm trying to pass is true.
It's like, you know, the Bible was actually, it totally agrees and syncs up to our modern day values 100% across the board. Anyone who says otherwise is obviously misinterpreting passages.
Like the red atheist.
That red atheist, man. He's always talking shit.
Fucking red atheist doesn't know shit.
The way that women should be treated. They should have the right to own their own things and to have possession of their own... Of course. No, no, no. Not of course. It's only of course because of Christianity. And yet today so many people,
that's
progressives,
wrong.
non-Christians, think that Christianity, it's just dumb,
there was
bunch
fucking
of idiots. Gotta get...
There was world religions that existed before Christianity was even a thing that were better about the treatment of women. Like the Celts, for instance. Just read about their treatment of women and how the role women filled in their
You know what,
fucking
TJ?
society.
We don't want to hear your mumbo jumbo.
Way more
buddy.
progressive than what the Christians advocated.
TJ, look, the Romans were bad, Christians were good. What else do you need to hear?
Oh, I guess you're right.
Come on, buddy. Let's oversimplify every issue and Christians are good, everyone else are a bunch of assholes.
Culture, we need complete separation of church and everything because we secular humanists are here to save the day. Well, the reality is Christianity saved women and children from secular humanists of old. Back to our history lesson.
Wait, the Romans were secular humanists?
No.
The Romans were not secular, nor were they humanists.
Yeah, this is a fucking joke.
They worshipped men. They were pagans, and they were not humanists in the slightest. They had slaves.
They had an empire built on fucking slavery and conquest. Come on.
That's not humanism. You're a fucking imbecile. You're a fucking lying piece of shit. I mean, like, at least your show is aptly named. Isn't the name of this show Wretched?
You know, I used to think the show, that was the name of the show. I think it's just, it's basically a description of him. He's wretched.
The biblical view of husbands and wives as equal partners caused a sea change in marriage too. Christian women started marrying
Show me
later,
a passage in
and
the
they
Bible
married
that
men of
supports
their,
that.
get this, own choosing. And that eroded the ancient practice of men marrying child brides against
what
their
a
will.
fucking what an interesting word. It eroded it, as in like over time it changed.
There were plenty of times in like Christian Europe that kids were married off like pretty young,
Right.
like 12 or 13.
It didn't erode. What happened was
Yeah.
there was like a sudden social change around like the fucking 18th and 19th centuries. That's not an erosion. That's actually industrialization and like, you know, modernity intruding and saying, hey, maybe we shouldn't fucking have like brides that are fucking, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. Maybe that practice has come to its end. You know what I'm saying?
That's a pretty radical notion.
It was nothing to do with the fucking Bible or Christianity.
It eroded it.
Fucking Jesus didn't say a goddamn word about that.
I'm pretty sure he did. Jesus is like, hey guys, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, maybe 13, 14, don't do it.
Often as young as 11 or 12 years old. The greater marital freedom that Christianity gave women eventually gained wide appeal. Today,
Well, I mean, first of all, people didn't live for very long back then. And also, you know, normally when a girl became a woman was when she started being able to have children.
Right. That's what they considered it for most of the history of the fucking regions of the world that he's talking about.
Right.
And I don't know, maybe that was the view like worldwide, but one thing is for certain, it didn't stop because Christianity came and said,
Right.
you know, this is wrong, you guys.
Western woman is not compelled to marry someone she does not want, nor can she legally be married as a child bride. But the practice continues in parts of the world.
You know, that's actually kind of a lie, because in a lot of conservative states, there are actually like these old antiquated religious laws that say you can marry a girl who's like 13, 14, 15 if the parents consent.
Christianity has little or no
So actually
presence.
you guys kept the child bride thing going even into modern times.
Anybody else thinking about a particular religion of peace right now? Hold on, the hits keep coming. Back to Pro Ministries. Another effect of the salt and light of Christianity was its impact on the common practice of polygamy, which, of course, demeans women. Many men, including biblical heroes, have had multiple wives, but Jesus made it clear that was never God's intention. Whenever Jesus spoke about marriage, it was always in the context of monogamy. The two, not 3 or 4, will become one
Oh,
flesh.
yeah, when you add a parenthesis, sure. Basically, they've added a parenthesis to what Jesus has said to bolster their case. Like, he said this, but we're going to infer something else.
Even though the Old Testament, they had a lot of wives, concubines, things like that, that's not really okay.
Okay, so God approved.
not kosher.
If God doesn't approve of polygamy,
it wasn't God's intention.
It wasn't God's intention. That's not what he wanted. Why did he never say to Solomon, for instance, hey, Solomon, all these wives and concubines, you got to narrow that shit down to one, buddy.
One.
And don't give me this bullshit like, oh, well, God, you know, accepted Solomon's faults. Okay, maybe that's true, but why? He doesn't even mention it. It's not even fucking mentioned. There's not even a part where God says, stop fucking all these women, and Solomon's like, I just don't think I can, and God's like, okay, well, I forgive you.
You know, God, I'm trying, God, but, you know, fuck.
I'm just a pussy hound, God. I don't know what to fucking tell you, bro.
Sorry, God.
As Christianity spread, God's intention of monogamous marriages became the norm, but not until Christianity spread. But the hits kept coming. Two more cruel practices were abolished as Christianity gained influence. In some cultures, like India, widows were burned alive on their husbands' funeral pyres.
As it
In
should
China, the crippling practice of foot binding was intended to make women totter on their pointed, slender feet in a seductive manner. It was finally outlawed only about 100 years ago.
When
Two
Christianity
thoughts
came
for your
to China.
consideration. And number one, it took Christianity to change the treatment of women. And thought number two, you want to tell me how that's actually attractive? Here's the conclusion to the matter.
It's funny that it happened.
As a result of
It's
Jesus
horrible,
Christ and his teachings, women in much of the world today, especially in the West, enjoy more privileges and rights than at any time in
That's
history.
not a good thing. Privilege is bad.
It only takes a cursory trip, TJ. A cursory trip. Like,
oh, just a cursory trip. Just don't even bother to actually think about it. Just take a cursory trip and just be like, oh, look, see?
It's only a cursory trip to an Arab nation or to a third world country to see how little freedom women have in countries where Christianity has had little or no presence. Christianity is the best thing that ever happened to women.
If that's true,
Did we learn this?
That's
to
very sad. That's extremely sad.
I don't think Christianity is the best thing.
No, I'm saying, but even if it were true, that'd be terrible.
This into the face of the progressives? Of
Actually, the vigilant Christian is the best thing that ever happened to women.
It's true.
You got all kinds of pussy in high school. While I was jerking off, you know, wishing I was him.
But he has methods and works out, TJ.
He had the methods, man. Methods. I'm done with this guy.
Yeah, we'll move on. I'm looking for what to do next. Boom. Oh, I'm sure you guys are really surprised by this, but Brett Keen's channel is gone now.
No! Come on, Ben. Don't fuck around, man. Brett Keen's channel is still there, right?
You should have told me that before we went on the air.
What?
It's gone.
I don't even know if I can do the show anymore now.
No, not Brett.
God TV Radio.
God TV Radio is gone.
You mean to tell me that God TV Radio, the greatest channel on all of YouTube, is gone?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I don't even know what
Why?
Oh my God. TV Radio.
No.
I don't even know how Ben did this show with that knowledge. I mean, Ben's a strong person to do this show.
But I managed to salvage one of the last videos he ever made on the God TV Radio.
Good.
That's beautiful.
I'm relieved.
I'm sure he learned his lesson and he won't come back to YouTube again and do the same shit all over again.
No,
not Brett.
Come on. Brett Keen, no way. Not doing that.
This video is entitled, Why Did Jews, Muslims, and Christians Kill Atheists?
That's a good question.
The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides.
God believers and use vote bots to downrate our videos.
Sure they do.
Please support believers by thumbing us up.
No.
Thank you and God bless you.
No, fuck off.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keen from God TV Radio, as well as Brett Keen Superstar and my gaming channel, Games You Love.
Superstar?
Make sure you check out all these different YouTube channels,
Brett
including
Keen
God TV
Superstar.
Radio International, where we rule the world. Today we're going to answer some questions about something that atheists ask questions about all the time. Atheists are always constantly asking, why is it whenever you read the Quran or you read the Torah or the
Read the
Bible,
Quran?
why is
It sounded like he said fucking Quran, dude.
Read
not
the Quran.
Not the Quran.
This one
The
says
Quran.
blue. This one says red.
It also says Crayola.
Yeah, it does. Right in the middle.
Yeah.
No, Brett can't afford the Crayola crayons. He's got like the rose art
He has like the
crayons
99-cent store.
that like fall apart when you try to use them.
Is it that whenever you read about religion in general, or even when you look back through history, why is
when
it
you
that
look back
Christians,
through
Muslims,
history,
Jews,
I often do that. I often
including
transport myself to points in history I'm just curious about. Like, what was the Roman Empire like? Let's just zap back to there.
Like we're supposed to buy that Brett Keen is like sitting at home.
That's studious, like
studiously stuttering.
Studying. I do believe he's stuttering.
He is stuttering.
So am I. I imagine Brett Keen
studiously studying fucking old historical documents and shit.
Let's
like
read
the
rise,
magnifying glass.
The rise and decline of the Roman Empire. A good Saturday read.
When Brett Keen talks about looking back through history, he means he watched National Treasure 2
Dude,
over
he
the
means
weekend.
he means his Netflix history. He's like, what did I watch last week? Oh shit.
Oh, wife made me
God,
watch
I watched
taking
Orange is the New
turns
Black
literally
3 times
spanking
now.
atheist all these many thousands of years for. In the Bible, it is clear that there were God believers who actually had wars with non-believers, idol worshippers, and destroyed them. Now, idol worship doesn't necessarily mean that you follow or believe in another god or gods.
It does, actually.
What?
It could also mean that you worship
like,
the...
okay, you worship the statue of Dagon. It's like, are you a follower of Dagon? Like, no, I merely worship his statue and image. What the fuck is this guy? What is Brett Keane fucking smoking, Max? I fucking want some. This guy's a fucking idiot. When you read the Quran, what?
When you read the Quran, you notice that when you look back through history, you'll
Brett
see.
Keane get into like a secret car accident or hit his head or something? Because like he's gotten like dumber and dumber. Like I'm having to believe his diet has led to dementia. Like he's prematurely just becoming like senile.
Jesus. When you read the Quran, you notice back in history, people used to worship statues of gods, but that doesn't mean they worship those gods.
When you read the Quran, yeah, when you read the Quran.
Some people just worship statues.
I worship a lot of statues, you know, but it means nothing to me.
I worship a statue of Mr. T, but I don't actually give a fuck about Mr. T at all.
Brett Keane worships a statue of fucking Ronald McDonald, man, and like Grimace and shit. He's fucking sitting there, oh, Grimace, I don't even know what you are, but thank God you exist.
I always just assumed he was a cockhead that was a little stretched out.
Very concept of economy or money. And such. One of the fascinating things you might want to notice about the Quran and the creation account with Adam and Eve, of course, similar to the creation account.
One of the things you want to notice about the Quran is that it is blue.
I know it's not really
attacking
his
paper and
his argument, but it's like
comes to a little point.
How can we take this guy seriously and actually like deal with his arguments when he can't even fucking pronounce like the Quran?
I mean, like if he was actually saying intelligent shit, I could forgive his shitty pronunciation because you know I have it sometimes too. But
sure,
when we know it's Brett Keane, it's like we don't even have to give him that.
The Quran is bad.
Man, you read the Quran, you see.
Yeah, the Quran.
The Quran.
I've heard the Quran many times.
Some people say crayon.
Crayon, yeah, I've heard that too.
But that's stupid.
With Adam and Eve in the Bible is that the devil came to Adam and Eve as a what? A serpent. A reptile.
It never even really says explicitly.
Now, as
that
most
it's the
of you
devil.
know, atheists, even before evolution was invented, the fairy tale called evolution,
evolution, fairy tale, invented by man, talking snake, that's really the devil.
Not
real.
Yeah, not invented by
Not
man.
invented, actually happened. Just clarifying those things. Something for which there's mountains of scientific evidence and is, you know, constantly being refined and evaluated. That's false. Some mythical fucking, you know, shit about two naked people eating fruit from a cursed tree and God being pissed. That's reality. That's legit.
Believers have always believed that they came out of the muck and then somehow were nothing more than creatures or beasts.
The Bible actually says that you came out of the muck too. It says you were made from the dirt of the earth. So, eat shit.
Interestingly enough, the Bible actually tells us in Ecclesiastes that non-believers are in fact creatures and beasts. Strangely enough. Now, interesting is that Satan himself could metamorphosize himself into different type of creatures, a manifestation of a reptile and snake. What do atheists claim they evolved from? They claim that they came from the oceans and then came up on land after being a slug, fish, slime type thing, and then became reptiles.
Did you get your evolution lesson from Mr. Garrison's episode of South Park? Retarded fish frog babies.
Reptiles, right? And then after reptiles, they became rats, and then sooner or later they became primates.
He left out amphibians.
From a monkey.
He left out a lot of things. They went from fish slugs to rats to primates. That's evolution for you. So eloquently explained by Brett Keane.
Like creature, they became the people that harass us on a daily basis on YouTube every single day of our lives.
Brett?
Now, I know what some Christians and Muslims and Jews and pagans are thinking to themselves. We live in modern times. It's horrific to even imagine the idea of slaying another human being simply because they're a non-believer.
Harass me all the time. Yeah, you know what, guys? Why are we making videos about Brett Keane if we're not harassing him? I think we're harassing Brett Keane, guys. That's why he left, because he's so sick of being harassed.
He didn't leave.
By these fucking atheists. Yeah, he left, TJ.
He was kicked out.
No, he wasn't,
For
TJ.
the $5 million.
He was fucking false flagged by a bunch of fucking atheists.
I wonder if his Brett Keane Superstar channel is still around.
I hope so. I'm actually praying right now that it is.
That's probably why he made it.
But as you've probably experienced with dealing with atheists in modern times, they still think that there's some kind of unevolved ape. They still think that there's some kind of dirty tribal creature that is superior over all the other human beings and life forms on the earth. They even consider themselves higher and greater than God. And now, isn't that interesting? Because Satan...
Actually, what? We don't believe in God, so being higher and greater than him is, like, pretty low on our list of priorities.
Yeah, that's what every atheist aspires to. I want to be higher and greater than something I don't believe in.
You know he knows that this isn't right.
I don't think he does anymore. I think the part of him that knew this was bullshit is dead.
This guy fucking drank the Kool-Aid so long ago that he just doesn't know anymore.
I think he drank antifreeze or something.
He drank antifreeze? Well, then he'd be dead. He would have done the world a favor by stop making these terrible videos.
Satan's whole attitude and behavior and what caused him to fall in the first place was
Maybe
because
Brett Keane
of what
started doing some
he believed he was
alchemy or something and got mercury poisoning and lost his mind.
Ah, that's a good theory, actually.
He was trying to turn lead into gold, and
he read all that Isaac Newton shit. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna make fucking lead into fucking gold. I'm gonna be rich and live in a fucking mansion, and just didn't really turn out that way.
higher than God.
Trailer.
Now, I don't know how many of you out there have experienced this. I know that I experience it daily. I have atheists who threaten me. They want to kill me. They have told me that they would like to destroy my family.
A source of entertainment.
No one wants to kill you.
He just said they're going to destroy his family.
Come on,
nobody
Brett.
wants to kill you, Brett. It's way more amusing to leave you alive.
Yeah, like, why would they want to kill you? Like, who listens to Brett Keane? Is like, I am furiously angry and want to kill this guy. No one.
As far as I'm concerned, there should be like a Brett Keane reality show where they just follow him around.
It should be on like some like crappy Fox like subsidiary thing that's like on like, you know, channel 1003 or something. It's like the Brett Keane Show. And it's like him and his family argue about who has to pay for McDonald's this week.
I think they should actually put it on the Atheist TV channel.
I bet you they would do it.
Because, you know, I think he actually makes a better case for atheism than most atheists do.
While I watch and then slowly take me out. Now, in our modern times, if an atheist were to show up at my door to do me some kind of harm, there's a number of different things that I can do. There are such things such as judges and courtrooms. There are such things as jails and police officers and 911.
Okay. But what? It's like if they show up at your front door intending to do you harm, you're gonna take them to court? No, run or fucking do something, you fucking idiot. Like, and has that ever happened? No.
Okay,
this is bullshit.
I just want to point out that Brett Keane was saying earlier that people have written to him and said they want to kill his family while he watches and then kill him after.
Even if someone wrote that, they were obviously fucking with him.
No one wrote that, first of all.
Yeah, even if someone did, they were clearly trolling him.
Brett wrote it and sent it to himself.
Yeah, from one of his sock accounts.
You know how I know?
Atheist Lover 99.
Even back in the day when he got in, it was funny because he got into a fucking fight with Fake Sagan, or I think it was... Yeah, I think it was Fake Sagan at the time, or it was his older
Hard
name.
Case Owens, whatever
the fuck he called.
Everybody remembers him as Fake Sagan.
Fake
Sagan.
And Fake Sagan was like, he made this video. It's like, Fake Sagan sent me this email and said my kids are like stupid water-headed retards or something. And you know, Case is like, I never fucking said that. So that means you basically said that about your own kids,
right?
That's so true.
And this is just another example of that. He's sitting there trying to bullshit you like, oh, yes, people care about me.
TJ threatened me and my family.
I have like 200 views on most of my videos, but there's people sending me messages all the time about how they're going to kill me.
He maintained for years that you threatened him. Like, constantly. He's like, there's more messages even and shit. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Like, all TJ has time to do is, like, time to leave Brett Keane another threatening message.
Oh, it's Thursday at 2 o'clock. Time for my daily threat to Brett Keane. Dear Brett, you fat tub of shit.
We fucking forgot about it until the Drunken Peasants.
I am coming to your house to murder your family.
Okay, in all honesty,
eat
like
their innards,
and all the shit,
and then regurgitate them into your fat mouth.
And all the shit we talked about, like Brett Keane almost never came up. It was something we totally forgot about until Drunken Peasants.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty safe individual in our modern times. But what if you and I lived way back then, before prison systems, before guards, before police, before the telephone was invented to call 911?
I already see where you're going with this, and it's absolutely disgusting.
And we lived less than a mile away from tribes filled with non-believers who are wielding swords and axes, sticks and blunt weapons, and see us nothing more as slugs who have a lot of material possessions that they themselves feel like they own.
Yeah.
Well,
Christians never did that kind of stuff.
Never once.
Single day we would
and
probably
all of that,
have
there
to
was no tribes of non-believers. They worshipped idols and pagan gods and other gods. They were not fucking sitting there like, we're fucking secular humanists. Like, you really mean to tell me,
if they were secular humanists, they would have no desire to take Brett Keane's shit to begin with.
The fucking Richard Dawkinses of the day were just desperate to kill Brett Keane's family and rape them and shit.
I wish Brett Keane existed in our time period so we could kill him.
I wish there was some fat fuck named Brett Keane right now. Wish he had a family, too.
Yeah, the followers of Dagon were like, shit, where's Brett Keane at?
Like, literally, Brett Keane's existence does not cross my mind until I'm like, let me find some train wrecks of videos to find to put on the show.
Who else is a retard?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Brett Keane. Let's see what his dumbass is up to.
Oh, is he being a dumbass? Yeah, he's reading the Quran again.
He made a video, therefore he is being a dumbass.
The last one was fucking gold. I think we spent like a half hour talking about it on the last show when you weren't here.
That's too bad.
Yeah, it was fucking. It was.
If Scotty was here, it could have been the whole show.
I know. It was insane. He lacked self-awareness so much. He basically said atheists. He was defending feminism and saying that atheists just hate it because atheists are all like acne-faced, basement dwellers.
But they're also badasses that are a threat to him and his family.
And
of course.
He also said that atheists don't have a problem with domestic violence. Yeah.
Try to search your memory banks for what Brett Keane was arrested for at one point.
Is this guy ever fucking real, man?
Self.
If Brett Keane came out and was had a British accent and was like, ta-da, I'd buy it.
Yeah.
Every day that we go to sleep,
it was all
we
a
have to worry about
performance,
some prick-ass atheists coming into our tribe and clubbing us over the head and taking what they think is theirs. Because according to them, it is the strong that shall survive in nature, and it is the weak that will be punished and destroyed. That is the philosophy of...
What are you talking about? There were... there were religious crusades all over the world where they just took over land and made it theirs and killed everyone on it.
Yeah, like America, for instance.
I was talking like the Byzantine and the Ottoman Empire.
Yeah, but if you just want a recent example, I mean, hey, we're here. We got the Bible, manifest destiny. You all die. Or be our slaves.
Yes, the naturalist, the supposed humanist, the secularist. Their view is that anybody who thinks outside of their box is less than mentally ill, crazy, psychotic, insane, or just simply not worth existing. I can't tell you how many times I've visited some of my favorite Muslims, Christians, pagans, and Jews on the internet. Just after watching their videos, reviewing their comments, and seeing that these people take the same type of hatred and aggravation on a daily basis from atheists as I do, I thought I was something special, but apparently atheists do this to anyone who claims to believe in God or thinks differently than themselves. They will go so far as to making fun of movie trailers and hating on movies that don't agree with their particular...
Didn't you make a video not too long ago about how you hate sex scenes in movies and shit?
That zero self-awareness.
I remember one time he made a video about... This was even back when he was an atheist. He made this video about how he just thought the Mona Lisa was a piece of shit. And it could be burned for all he gives a shit.
Did he?
Yeah, and he said that about art in general, basically. That art is stupid, unless it's like an Iron Maiden cover. That looks cool.
Was that an old video or something?
That was an older video.
I see. From atheist Brett Keane?
Yep.
It almost seems like they're not even the same person.
They don't really seem like the same person. Although he was pretty stupid, manipulative, and evil back then, so they kind of are.
Of them coming from monkeys. So let's get back to the concept and the truth about things.
There's lots of value in Brett Keane.
So you're a Jew, or you're a Muslim, or you're a pagan, or you're a Christian who just so happens to live in what is referred to as medieval times, or the Dark Times, or even the Bronze Age times, or even before that.
Bronze Age was not
Bronze Age times. Yeah, and
Bronze Age, Middle Age is not the same time period.
Not even close.
Yeah. But Brett Keane is a student of history, TJ.
Yeah.
Have people
let's not play that game anymore.
There that are wanting to kill you. You have people out there who are constantly and publicly ridiculing you, mocking you, spitting on you, throwing shit at you.
Okay.
Sitting there.
You don't think that we're mocked, Brett? I mean, come on. Everyone who's on the internet, you're gonna fucking have detractors and people that mock you. The thing is that you invite so much mockery because you're such a stupid piece of shit. You're constantly saying things that are actually like, you know, the way you talk about atheists being is the way that you actually are. And it's just like incredible that you don't see that. Like, it's almost fucking astonishing.
Not to mention he paints atheists with such a broad brush. It's like, all atheists are like those.
Okay, in the last video, atheists were a bunch of simpering whiners hiding in their basements and shit.
Yeah, a bunch of neckbeards, basically.
And I do live in a basement, but mine's nice. But the thing is that he fucking has this... He's like, everything he fucking says that he's against. Like, oh, they're mean. You're mean. Most of your videos are hateful pieces of shit where you just fucking rag on people you don't like. But then if someone does it to you, you're like, I'm being persecuted. Look at how bad the persecution. This is why, I mean, is this what Glenn Beck was talking about? When he talked about Christians being persecuted? Poor Brett Keane?
Yeah.
Having people disagree with his moronic fucking viewpoints?
TJ, they're willing to walk through the fire, man. Glenn Beck knows what's what.
If Brett Keane walked through the fire, it would smell like McDonald's.
And then you'd be hungry.
Yeah.
TJ Brett, Dad, give me a
slice of Brett.
Big Mac attack.
Bake me half a piece of that.
Break me half a piece of that, Brett Keane ass.
All right, so I think it's about time to wrap it up here.
All righty.
Wrap it up.
Everybody, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big fat thumbs up and then maybe massage the prostate a little. And go to audibletrial.com/Drunken Peasants or patreon.com/DP. Help support the fucking show. If you do the Patreon shit, you get all kinds of little stupid fucking perks and shit, and it's fucking awesome. And Scotty is fucking lame. And
share the show with everyone you think that'll enjoy it also.
Share it. Be like, hey guys,
share it with everyone.
Have you seen or listened to the Drunken Peasants podcast? Do you have 3 hours to kill on a regular basis and you need some background noise while you, like, you know, clean your bedroom or fuck hookers or whatever it is you do? Well, Drunken Peasants has got your fucking solution. Check us out. We rock. And that's it. Show's over. Fuck off and die.
TJ shit.
And die!
You die first, bitch.